Jake.
All right, so the Tigers are going to take the ball on the kickoff, and pretty good coverage as Quito Florence is going to be tackled down at about the, we'll call it the 25-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Tackled by number 7, Jalen Trice. Quito Florence picked the ball up on about the 36-yard line, took a step backwards, and was trying to make a way from the hash mark to the center of field where he could cut up field, and just got caught by, I believe it's a senior, for Columbus. Was able to make that tackle, so the Tigers will start 1st and 10 from just outside the 25-yard line.
All right, so Will Smith will be at quarterback. He'll have that split backfield behind him. He'll have Dre Towns and Darryl Dunlap in the backfield. Darryl standing with his arms kind of crossed, very nonchalant back there, and Will go under center. He'll take the snap, come down the line, hand off to Towns. Towns bounces to the outside. He's going to be hit and brought down. Check that's Mess Bonner actually starting in at the tailback position.
Absolutely. He basically takes, and Mess could have been in a real mess almost, but he could have pitched that ball to Darryl Dunlap. You see him trailing?
I did see that.
And Darryl's wide open, and I guess he's so focused on running the ball. If he'd have just pitched that, acted like a Will Smith and just pitched it, Darryl Dunlap might have had 6 points already.
Tony, you mentioned this as we were talking before the ball game. Is that we sometimes wonder, is it just a set play to hand the ball off, or are they going to run the option? As they do run off to the right side with Darryl Dunlap, who's going to pick up the first down across the 35-yard line.
Darryl Dunlap just follows Wellington Callaway and Mitch Mathis. Of course, Hudson right up the middle and is able to pick up about 6 or 7 yards, crosses the 35-yard line, and they'll give him a first down. They'll move the chains, and the Tigers, their first down on the second play of the game.
Tigers back to the split backfield. Same kind of look. Will Smith goes under center. He'll take the snap, step down the line. He'll lose the ball. Will gets back on it. But that's where the slick ball kind of comes in play there, as he faked the handoff into to Dunlap on the right side and lost it and got back on it. So, again, no harm, no foul, just brings up second down.
As Deke Bonner Johnson brings in the play, and R.J. Harrison hits the sidelines. The Tigers, we mentioned wet conditions perhaps a little bit, been raining. It hadn't been raining really since we got down here, but the field is damp, as you said, Tony.
I think it's a little more slick than it is wet until it's almost like a dew out there on it, Greg.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, that ball's resting on the hash mark, and, anytime it gets on the ground, it's going to get wet.
They'll be getting down the line. This time they're going to hand it off to Bonner. Bonner's going to be hit hard. And, Columbus has come to play in this ball game. Tackle made by Bowles, number 35. Appreciate Columbus helping us out by having the names of the kids on the back of their jerseys.
Oh, well, only you, because you got binoculars.
Well, I figured you could see that with those eagle eyes.
I need reading glasses.
I do, too. I got so much optical stuff on my head, I can't hardly see what I'm doing.
Oh, you old people quit complaining.
But guys, one of the things that the Tigers have to be cognizant of, and I say that lightly, that, they can't take Columbus too lightly now. Columbus has come to play, no matter what the record is.
Toss sweep going around the right side. And we're going to be hit. We're going to be short of the first down at the 40. So, guys, it's early in the ball game. Do you punt it away? Do you try to go and get this? It's still a 5 yards to go, and Columbus looks pretty strong here.
I think you have to punt it, Tony. I mean, it's just.
Well, yeah, it's early in the game. I agree with you, Greg. Plus, Columbus, again, is stacking 8 men in the box and pretty much daring Troup to throw the ball. So that might be one of the adjustments we can look for a little later.
Well, good to know we don't take a dare, as Will Smith will be back there to punt the ball away. And that play is whistled dead.
Columbus looks like it's going to take a timeout.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. No score in the ball game. We got 9 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and surprised that there's no score. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
At 12, yeah. That's the only reason they had to take time.
RE/MAX Result Agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX Result Agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back, and flag's going to stop that play as Will Smith was getting ready to punt the ball away. Let's see if it's going to go against the Tigers. They'll back them up. It'll be 5 yards back. It looks like it is going to be against the Tigers as they're all stepping back.
I believe there was some movement in the interior of the line there, guys.
Yep. Having Tony right down the field has been a big help. to spot that kind of stuff for us. Tony, appreciate you being down there and enduring the weather for us.
Well, anything I can do to help you guys sound good, guys.
There you go. We'll repay the favor tomorrow. How about that?
I understand.
Low snap this time, and Will's going to not get the ball down. In fact, it's fumbled, and it's going to be a Columbus guy that's going to get on it back at the 25-yard, actually the 27-yard line. And I tell you what, costly mistakes early, guys.
Hey, another playmaker, number 7, Jalen Trice. He's the one who made the tackle on the opening kickoff, and now he picks up or at least tackles Will as Will's trying to get on that slick ball, and really didn't really matter. You just didn't want Columbus to advance it.
Well, that play was kind of doomed from the start. Snapping a wet ball, the ball was a little short on the snap, and it was hard to field. So, an opportunity, break early for Columbus High School.
Plus, the defense is going to have to step up now and keep that from being something that Columbus can take advantage of as their offensive step. Kind of a pistol set with the back behind the quarterback, number 6, Derek James. Tigers selling out for the run play. We're going to hit him at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to bounce out to the outside and be brought down across the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Little number 28, the ball carrier, Ivan Rome.
He was able to pick up about 4, maybe 6 yards. Actually, it started out as looks like we were going to get caught in the backfield, Jack, and he just was able to pick up 5.
Bounced out and went around the outside. Yes, sure did.
So it'll be second down and a long 4 for the Blue Devils. Or should we call them the Orange Devils?
The Orange Devils kind of tonight. It's back to that pistol set. They're going to put a man in motion from the far side. They'll take a reverse out. They'll hand it again. Right, ball's on the ground. Tigers can get on it. Let's see. Tigers have it. And it's going to be first down for the Troup High School Tigers.
Well, turnabout's fair play, guys.
Any way you can get a first down. I think the Tigers had that planned all along.
Y'all go with you, Tony, because sometimes we don't know what they're thinking with their game plan. But I tell you, we sure are. We're glad that they recovered that fumble. It's a wet, slick ball tonight, and it's affecting both teams, as we knew it would. And I've always said wet conditions do benefit the weaker team. Now, there's other coaches, like I'm a coach, but there's been coaches that have argued with me. No, it does. I think it evens the playing field.
Well, it's not easy to play in the wet conditions at all, and you have to, ball security becomes important just as it is any. You really have to think about it a little more, I think, in a game like this when it is wet on the field.
Mm-hmm. Tigers looking at an I formation now. They'll bring Dunlap into the fullback position, slot to the right side, toss sweep, go around the far side. And it's going to be Devontae Swanson, the ball carrier. He could go. He breaks from the line of scrimmage at the 50, 40. He's all by himself down at the 20, 10, 5, no flags. Touchdown, Tigers.
From the 20-yard line, he just simply takes off around right side behind Big Mitch Mathis, who had and Hunter Newton really had a corner block there off of defensive end. They were able to turn that corner, and Swanson all the way down the field, 80 yards, touchdown Tigers. And I was going to say, if you've just joined us, we have no score. But now, if you've just joined us, Tigers are 6, Orange Devils 0.
One of those, we talk about it a lot on other broadcasts. What results in those long runs are some excellent stalk blocks by the wide receivers. And that time the Tigers did a good job on the outside to spring that play.
So off a fumble recovery, the first play from scrimmage, right after that, the Tigers go all the way down the field and a 75-yard run for a touchdown. Tigers will swing the gate over to the left side. And it looks like they're going to have a run play as we'll have Smith in at the quarterback position. He'll have Dunlap behind him, and they'll go into pitch relationship. Quickly, they're up on him. Dunlap fakes one man, cuts across the field, ball's in the air, goes down, and so we will not get the 2-point conversion. So it'll be with 8:01 left to go. The first quarter play, the Tigers are winning 6-0. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Son EJ at Limcare of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limcare of LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to more Troup Tiger football, as Britt says there. And the Tigers are leading right now 6-0, 8:01 left to go. And, guys, I'll admit, the over-under, we definitely hit the under because I expected us to have about 14 by now.
Well, with Columbus, you do expect every time you touch the ball to score, but we're kind of just looking real ugly right now.
Yep.
And it's not a squib kickoff. It's actually up in the air down to about the 15-yard line.
He'll bring it back from there. Cut across midfield. Nice job running. He runs into one of his own men and gets brought down at the 43-yard line. Not a good job by the kickoff team.
No, we were kind of nonchalant going down the field, Tony. Not very good coverage at all.
Football team is going to be the third phase, the kicking game and special teams. And as Callaway can tell you, they can. Last week they were a little slack on the special teams, but the Cavaliers found a way to do it, and so will the Tigers here tonight.
All right, so here they come back to the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils going to have a man split wide left and right. Slot to this near side. Actually, they have 4 wide receivers in the pistol set. Low snap. He picks it up. He's going to be hit. Wow. As we're all over him in the backfield. Great job by Devontae Cofield to make that tackle.
The Devontae brothers, Cofield this time. Swanson scores on 80, and Cofield picks him up in the backfield, and almost another fumble on that play. Well,
so they'll back up, and the Blue Devils will have a 2nd down and 14 to go after we hit him in the backfield. 7:27 in the first. 6-0 is your score. Troup leading this one.
R.J. Hairston, Dikembe Billingsley, Devin Power, and Devontae Swanson across that front line for the Tigers.
Back to the pistol set again for Columbus. Low snap again. He has trouble with it. He's going to be hit as he throws the ball. Thrown out to the flats. Falls incomplete. Intended that time for number 1, Raymond Cochran.
Hunter Mowers is out in the flats, and he came just a little bit from intercepting that ball because the ball was really thrown nowhere, and it may have been hit about the time he let the ball go.
Well, good pressure from the Tigers up front, and that forced a quick throw. And you're right, Greg. Hunter Mowers was in position to make a play, but unfortunately for the Tigers, the throw was so far off there was nobody there.
We can remember those type things, and when we played, and I do have a good memory way back there, and I almost had that opportunity against Lynette. Kind of threw it. He was looking right at me, threw it right, hit me in the chest, and bounced right off. And those linebackers don't have good hands to receive, do they?
Back to pass again. They're going to throw it way down the field. They'll throw it over the head of the intended receiver, number 4, James Traylor.
Emmanuel Trammell and both Hunter Mowers doing a good job on coverage. It's kind of not very often you see dual wideouts running within 3 yards of each other on a go route, Tony.
Well, it doesn't it's called spacing, I think, Greg, and you hear it so much about in how important it is in basketball, and it is in football also, but you never want 2 receivers in the same zone.
Again, back to the pistol set, 4 wide receivers for Columbus. And then they're going to reverse out on this 4th down and turn it into a punting play. Tigers are bringing the house. Good snap. And we pull up right as he punts the ball. Short punt. Hits at the 40. It just kind of goes right there. Rolls down to the 30. Actually back up to the 40. So the Tigers will have it there 1st and 10 from the 40.
If you just joined us, 6:53 left in the first quarter play. Your Tigers 6. The Orange Devils 0. And, guys, I'm just messing with you. They're really the Columbus Blue Devils, but there's not a speck of blue on them tonight, I don't think.
No, not even the pinstripe.
The logo on their helmet.
Usually you'd have the pinstripe down the leg would be blue. But
that's right. They've even got orange pinstripes down the leg.
Yep.
Solid white numbers, the best I can see.
So now here come the Tigers. Again, they're in their gold pants with white tops. The blue numbers that you can read them pretty well, but the binoculars sure help. Will Smith will go under center. He'll have a slot to the right side. Split backfield. Turns, comes down the line. Hands the ball off to his tailback. Going to get about 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
He tries the other side behind Tristan Thompson. This time he was able to pick up about 5. Yeah, they're going to give him 4.5 yards. So, hey, we'll take 4.5 yards on every running play.
Well, that'll win you a lot of games. You get 4 yards on 1st down. You really gives the offensive coordinator a lot of options on 2nd down.
Split backfield once again for Smith. He'll have this slot over to this near side. Johnson will be the wideout. Going back to the far side. Will's going to turn up inside and just not ready to run the full option as they took him. He didn't really have a chance to pitch the ball off.
As he had Trey Towns trailing him along the 40-yard line. And actually, it was a good pitch relationship that time. And about the time Will made that decision, doggone it if all the Blue Devils didn't cave in on him. And just it looked like a good decision when he made it, but then, man, they reacted real quick. So give them credit this time.
So we'll give them a little credit for that. But we're still looking at 3rd down and 4. Smith will go under center. Single back in the backfield. Come down the line. He'll hand the ball off, and they're going to stuff us. They'll actually lose the ball Let's see. It looks like the Tigers have gotten on it. That's going to bring up 4th down, though. And guys, we hadn't got across the 50 except for on the one play which got us a touchdown.
That's right. Ball was resting on the 45-yard line of the Tigers at that time, and then we were able to just a bad handoff, bad exchange between Will and Towns, and the ball went on the ground, and luckily we recovered it. But you know what? It looks like, guys, we're going to be going for it. So ball's resting on the 44-yard line, 4th and 6 for the Tigers.
Exactly right, Greg. It's going to be an I formation behind Smith. Got a slot to the right side. Takes the snap, tall sweep, going around the right side. We scored on this play before. Going to get the first down and more across the 50 to the 45, across the 45 to the 44-yard line.
A nice block out there by Cueto Florence. As Tony mentioned earlier about a stock block, man, he just put it on him. And, of course, you follow Daryl Dunlap behind the block and a Dunlap. And then, of course, you got Mitch Mathis and Wellington Callaway on that right side. It's kind of I don't want to say a guarantee, but it sure is give a confidence builder when you can follow those boys.
Well, the play first time went 75 yards for a touchdown. So, a good call by Coach Kendall and his staff over there that time.
Dre Towns will split out wide to the near side, slot back to this side. Dunlap, the lone ball carrier in the backfield. And we're going to hand it off to Dunlap, who just fights his way for 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Man, he just carried guys. I think he was hit really at the line of scrimmage, and he carried guys at least 5 yards.
Well, he's a big man. He's hard to bring down, Greg. We watched him over the last couple of years. Once he gets moving forward, he doesn't look that fast, but he's really powerful.
Johnson will be split up wide this way. And we're going to go right back to him. Actually, Will Smith's going to keep it, turn up the field, and he's going to be maybe a yard short of the first down. Tony has a look down from there.
It's going to be about maybe a yard short, depending on the spot. Looks like it's going to be a right foot spot, Jack, from where I'm standing. And it's going to be a third and short.
All right. It looks like they're going to mark it that way.
This is really a nice venue. I look over at the scoreboard, and the clarity of that particular
video. That's a nice Jumbotron.
It's really as good or better than we have at Callaway Stadium.
It's almost as nice as the Ustream, if many of you are watching that tonight, as we're going to get the first down and more across the 35 down to the 30-yard line for the Tigers.
Just simply right up the middle behind Newton this time, and Tristan Thompson, along with Jason Hernandez, and I got kind of like number 60. It's kind of my favorite number, and when I was playing. And I like Hernandez. I just like the way he's been blocking lately.
Well, and we enjoyed having dinner with his mom and daddy there behind us there when we were at the restaurant. So
big guy can eat, can't he?
Well, I'm going to leave that alone. He can sing, too. He's a talented man.
That's right.
Actually, she is, too. Again, I'm going to run the and again, Tony, there's the ball's on the ground again. And from our point, from here, it looks like the Tigers are going to have it.
They're going to call him down, but you're right. I believe I think both teams are working on stripping the ball this time, trying to tackle the football because Daryl right off right tackle behind Mitch and Wellington and was able to pick up about 4 hard yards and they stripped the ball out of him. But I believe they'd already whistled him down.
I think so. But guys, we look real good going to the outside, and we've run maybe 2-3 plays to the outside and picked up big yards, a touchdown, and big yardage. Right now, they're clogging up the middle. Columbus does split out 2 men wide with us, but everybody else is inside the box right around the yard marker. As Will Smith's going to step back, and really there's no pocket for him to step into. Good job by Trey Towns to try to help him out, but they're going to hit him, tackling back about the 28-yard line.
That looked like it might have been maybe a quick pass to the tight end, but the Columbus did a good job. The safety stayed at home and covered his man. There was nobody open for Will Smith to throw to.
It's funny that you say that, Tony, because I was going to say there sure was a lot of white shirts standing up there and a lot of orange shirts around Will, almost as if it was a screen pass.
Well, Will just didn't get to it. They're going to run the sweep back to this near side. Got to get to the corner. They do to the 20, 25, down to the 10-yard line. And
looks like we got a flag back in the backfield,
That's going to be a hold, I think.
Well, if it's the same one we saw from up here, it's probably going to be a hold. Yeah, you can see Jersey stretched out there.
Let's see.
It was a nice little sweep. Brandon Hurd came out from the far side in motion, took the toss sweep from Will from behind the quarterback, and he's able to hit the corner on the Columbus sideline and turn it upfield and pick up about 18 yards. But unfortunately, from that holding penalty, it's going to be brought back.
And as much as I hate to admit it, I'll have to give the officials credit. That was a good call that time. But, Greg, it does wipe out
that is the second oxymoron I've seen tonight.
It does wipe out a good game by the Tigers. But brings up third down in about, 14 or 15, guys?
Yeah, about 15.
At least 15.
So 2:14 left to go in this first quarter. 6-0 is your score. Tigers leading. Tigers driving, but the drive sputtering a little bit as we're looking at third and long now. We'll roll Florence over the far side. DeQuez Johnson will be over this near side, split backfield with Dre Towns and also Dunlap. Will Smith will go back under center. He'll take the snap, roll out, toss it to Towns, who's going to try to get to the corner. Columbus a little faster on us this time. Going to be brought down at the 33-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. If we went for it back across the 50, surely we're going to go for it here.
Well, that was great pursuit by the Blue Devils at that time. And
that's number 7 again, Greg, that we've called his name tonight several times.
Jalen Trice.
Yeah, big playmaker for him. He did a good job from his linebacker position.
He may be one of the few real athletes they have on their side over there, but right now they're all playing as a good unit, and they've held the Tigers to only 6 points in this first quarter.
Unless they play baseball. They usually have some pretty good athletes on the baseball team.
That's a pretty good point. We'd like to see the Tigers, a little bit more points than this in the first quarter. But right now we just look just a little out of sync, if you will, and just kind of lethargic in a way.
We're going to roll back out the pass looking. Going to go for the end zone. DeQuez Johnson's back there. Goes up. It's going to be broken up. Great job by the man back there in the end zone. Is that number 6? That's James again? No, that's going to be 5. Asang Bassi.
D. Johnson was all in the end zone, and again, I think he almost outran the pass.
He
had to come back and jump up, and the corner had position on him, and they just able to jump up and slap it down. But he definitely had position on
he
the
did.
corner.
Good coverage out there by number 5. He did a good job of keeping himself between the receiver and the football. And you're right, the ball was a little bit underthrown. If it had been laid out a little farther, Mike could have run under it. But again, the Tigers stall out on this drive, and Columbus gets another shot at it.
All right, so now it'll be the Columbus Blue Devils with the ball with 1:03 left to go in the first quarter. They'll split twins left and right. They're announcing that they got the guys in the booth that are going to be running the plays back on the Jumbotron so they can see them again up on the screen.
But his key word was on the good plays. So
if
it's a bad play.
Well, they may not get to do that too much. Actually, that was a nice play by them just then.
Well, based on the points scored against Columbus this year, they hadn't been really doing a lot of replays.
Well, no, unless I'm going to leave that alone. Here we go. Columbus is back on the field, and they've got a wide receiver holding on to the ball. Now he's going to throw it out to the sideline. They're rotating the balls in and out to kind of get a dry ball there on the field. Back to the pistol set for the quarterback. Going to take the snap. And he's going to hit him almost in the face mask, and he's going to turn around and hand the ball off, and that's going to be about it.
Travasky Callaway, big junior from his middle linebacker position, just came. He's on a blitz, and he met him really before he got to the line of scrimmage, guys, and about a yard in the backfield, and just kept on driving him. And, of course, it was whistled dead. They're going to give him really a 2-yard loss on that one.
You know, guys, next time you get a chance, you see it better up in the booth than I can. Callaway, if I'm not mistaken, was he? And you mentioned him being a linebacker, Greg. He looks like from down here he might be lining up either as a defensive end or an outside linebacker in a 3-4.
That's right.
So take a look at that and see if you could tell where number 34 is lining up.
I'm glad you pointed out. He is normally set up as a linebacker, but he's actually the left defensive end at this time. The Tigers run a 4-3 defense this year.
Got a stunt coming as he's going to try to run the sweep, and he just gets nothing out of that. That's number 21, the ball carrier. That's Dale Williams. Dale's brought down in the backfield for quite a loss.
Daryl Dunlap just came from his linebacker position and had heavy pursuit. Was able to pick him up for a loss. And they're going to actually drop that yard back about 9-yard loss on that. So it'll end up the first quarter with a 3rd and 19 for the Tigers. I mean, for the
Blue Devils.
Yeah, my bad.
6-0 is your score at the end of the first quarter. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football. As we're going to do, let's do 3 spots back to the station listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Superstar. Where can you for graduates or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Proven leadership is a must to keep LaGrange strong, and we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Woman, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls down the field. And on that third down play, we're going to be all over the quarterback. He's going to drop back to pass and way overthrows his targets. He's hit by two Tigers as he passes the ball.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's been a quarterback all season long, but it sure does look like he's just starting quarterback for the first time. It just his rhythm's all out of sync. He just doesn't look. He didn't have a good feet movement. He didn't plant when he threw that ball.
He was planted.
Rush will do a lot of that.
Well, we're going to give him 5 yards back as we're going to jump off sides that time.
Luckily for us, it is 4th and 16, or 4th and 17 as the scoreboard says. So it'll be now 4th and 12. They'll still have to punt. I don't expect Columbus to do anything out of the ordinary. Ball's resting in their side of the field at the 33-yard line now.
There's some big old fellas on the field today. I was just thinking about the guy over the ball right now. He's a big old fella.
He happens to be the umpire, doesn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, I was trying to keep – that was just going to be a Ustream joke for the folks that were watching from the Ustream. They go back up to punt the ball. There's the snap. It's going to lost back there.
Oh,
and we're going to hit the kicker, and we're going to give him the ball back.
Well, and you had to try it. And
he is from the Robbie Morton School that kicker did not good. He should have writhed in pain for another 5 minutes before he runs off the field, as he was laying motionless as he was hit, but now he's okay to run off the field.
And I see Coach Kendall out on the field. He is not very happy with these guys right now because he's kind of disgusted at their level of play right now, and should have taken a better angle on the kicker at that time because it was blockable, guys.
That's a great point, Greg. You got to take a better angle. You don't go to the kicker, you go to his foot. So and the Tigers didn't do a good job on that play.
That's a great point by both of you because the Tigers, the play is so slow developing, they almost feel like they should tackle him.
Exactly.
Because they get there right as the ball does. But
and the ball was not very aggressively snapped. It's kind of a lob back there.
Lofts back there, sure does.
It may be one of those things that kind of threw us off balance, but yeah, we should have blocked that punt.
Back to the pistol set. The quarterback, James, will put a man in motion from the far side. He'll kind of take a backwards release, and we're just going to interrupt lots of stuff in the backfield, but he's going to pop out. And, guys, we're getting a great rush across the line of scrimmage. We're in the backfield almost as the handoff is made, but we're misrepresenting who's got the ball.
Well, number 28 for the Blue Devils, I believe that was coming off the field. He was the one the tailback that received the ball. And when he went into the left side of the line of scrimmage, what did you see? He had his head down. He wasn't even watching where he was going. He just kind of bounced outside.
Kept his feet moving, bounced. Hey. Yes, here's some room out here. Greg, go back to that punt, guys. I want to make one more point. Sometimes we forget how important the snap is, and when you watch these guys, these long snappers that do extra points and punts, you could pay your way through school if you can do that. So if anybody listening, you learn to be a long snapper, and you can pay your way through school.
Absolutely.
He's bounced to the outside. They get pretty good yardage near the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down for Columbus. And look, I was a long snapper. If I could long snap, then a whole lot of folks can.
Well, no, you're not giving yourself enough credit, Jack.
No, my two favorite people were my left guard and my right guard because their job was to keep me from getting killed.
But yeah, you're at today's society and situations. It seems so different than when we were all playing back in the 70s and early 80s.
And 80s,
Jacks. And the 60s. And yeah.
Well, but you're right. Guys are just hanging around in practice nowadays, kicking field goals.
Well, they give scholarships now for long snappers.
Back when we were playing, the offensive tackle might be your field goal kicker.
That's right.
I remember my brother kicked a 36-yarder to beat Harris County. We had a tremendous junior season. We won one ball game. We beat Harris County on Jeff Hicks's 36-yard field goal.
Well, he's always been an athlete anyway, so he can do so many things on every field.
At least someone in the family was,
Oh, Lord, I'm expecting texts anytime now.
So a confusion on the field as the officials are meeting there to see what's going on, and they're pulling the boys off. The Tigers are stepping off the field. The Columbus is coming back on the field. And the officials are huddling up, and we don't know what they're saying.
Well, we are in Columbus. That's one of the things I miss about being out here. Everything seems to be so organized.
from the parking on. Let's see. Waiting to see what the call is here because both teams are trying to stay on the field, and the officials are having a conversation now with.
I used to call it a rock pile, Jack. I don't know what.
It's some kind of mess.
That's what happens when they put their heads together.
Well, okay, now they're guys. I have no idea what just happened. Both teams walked on the field. There's no signal at all of what happened, so we're just going to keep on playing. 10:24 left to go in the first half of play. 6-0 is your score. Right now, it's Columbus driving the ball across the 50 down to the 40. The quarterback's going to back up the pass, steps in the pocket, going to throw. He's got a man down there. He's going to make a catch and go out of bounds right at the 3-yard line. And just a nice catch as he steps out.
Actually, it did look good. He did from our angle, though. It's kind of tough. Tony, you're down on the field, but it looked like he kind of bobbled the ball. And fortunate for us, he dropped the ball. But from up here, it did look like he caught it.
You're exactly right, guys. I'm right here in front of it, and that was a great throw. He put it right where it needed to be, and the receiver got both hands on it. But the defensive back for the Tigers was able to get a hand in there and knock it away, and that would have been a 6 for Columbus.
Yep.
Well, I wanted to look down and to see Emmanuel Trammell, but it really wasn't. It was Kelce McCutcheon. Senior Kelce McCutcheon was all over that one that time. But wow, good job, Tigers.
Back to the pistol set. They're going to try to ride him to a outside technique. That's, again, number 28 to the ball carrier. That's Rome. He's not going to get really even to the 40. They'll bring up a third down situation for Columbus.
Well, good pursuit by right defensive end, Devontae Swanson, a senior, as I call them, the Devontae brothers. We got Devontae Cofield on one end and Devontae Swanson on the other, and Swanson's already had an 80-yard touchdown run tonight. He's had several plays in the backfield already from a defensive standpoint.
Guys down here in the end zone, I noticed looks like Dikembe Billingsley had gone into the dressing room. He's coming back out on the field now, so we'll try to get a report on him as to maybe what his injury might be.
Looks like he's walking well. The quarterback's going to be chased out of the pocket around the right side, looking downfield, going to throw it, and it's going to fall incomplete, and we may have hit him out of bounds. Let's see. Are they going to throw a flag?
I was just waiting because Travasky Callaway, R.J. Harrison was chasing the quarterback right on his hoofs, if you will, and there goes Travasky Callaway. Had a great angle on him, and I'm thinking, oh, please don't hit him after the ball was thrown. Well, he did, but maybe he just cradled him out of bounds and didn't get a flag.
Gently set him down out there.
But he really could have punished him.
One of the things, guys, noticing from down here, the receivers for Columbus, when the quarterback scrambled, didn't really do him a lot of favors by working their way back to him to give him somebody to throw to. So he did a good job to get rid of the ball to avoid a sack.
Yeah, actually, I was watching one of the guys that was curled up about the 20. He just kind of sat there and looked and said, you going to throw me the ball or not? Again, a long distance for the snapper to have to get the ball back to. And they do punt the ball away. Hits down at the 15. And can just kind of stay there. Tell you what, the wet ball is kind of slowing things down. Let's take a quick 30-second break. 6-0, your score with 9:19 left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. And that's why State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually lives on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange at 706-882-9324 and put the life back in life insurance.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. It's going to be Trey Towns, the ball carrier, just going to veer off to the right side of the line. He's going to get pretty good yardage down the field. Close to a first down.
Yeah, he follows tight end Hunter Newton along with Mitch Mathis. Mitch Mathis is able to pick up, it looks like 7 yards, and he carries guys for about 5.
8:55 again left to go in this first half of play. 6-0 is your score. Smith will go back under center, split backfield behind him. Slot to this near side. He'll go away from that slot and go off tackle. Got to get across to about the 27-yard line for a first down. Looks like he's done it and got a little bit more.
I see big 76 coming off the pile. Tristan Thompson, just a junior this year, kind of taking leadership from Miss Mathis. Tristan's really turned out to be a big kid this year. I noticed he had some size on him as a sophomore, but he really hit that weight room this year, and he could tell a big difference from his physique part of it. Kind of leading the way on that for the Tigers' first down.
Smith back under center. No huddle for the Tigers as usual. And again, off the right side, and as we're just going to churn the ball down the field, looks like.
Well, we just do what we've done for years and years, and that's 3, 4, 5 yards in a cloud of dust, and throw the ball very little. And I made a comment where we were out having a fine meat dinner a while ago, and I was going to say steak, but it's more like chicken dinner. But
meat dinner. Yes, we eat meat.
I would like to see us.
This broadcast brought to you by meat. As we're going to go off the left side this time. And I think Columbus is pretty sturdy out there. They don't want to give up a whole lot of yardage. Pick up another 3 yards. They're going to bring up third down and 2.
Well, we're certainly giving Columbus's defense a good opportunity to work on their techniques and tackling.
Guys, from down here, it just seems like the Tigers have just decided, hey, we're going to line up. We're going to knock you off the football, and you guys try to stop us. And, Columbus is putting up some resistance, but you feel like over 4 quarters, the longer that defense plays, the more is tireder a word?
More tired
they get. Mm-hmm. My bad.
That's okay. And my wife would have corrected me as well.
Will Smith is going to go on the keeper. I think Tony, we've talked about that. I think that's a design play. I think they're going to say that he should have stopped before he lost the ball, fumble at the end of the play.
Looks like from down here, guys, that's going to be a first down. I think it's going to be a right foot spot, and I believe it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yep. From our perspective, I think you are right, Tony.
Well, they've yet to move the there they go. Move the chains, boys. So the clock stops. It actually begins to run at 6:45.
Smith back under center. Going down the line, left side. And we try to bounce it around, and we're going to actually lose a couple of yards that time. It's going to be Brandon Palmer, number 2 of Columbus, to make the tackle in the backfield.
We tried on the left side this time over behind Tristan Thompson and Jason Hernandez, and they were able to pick up, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage before. As we talk, again, the Columbus interior line, defensively, they're really looking good tonight.
Well, in my poor little brain, I would toss sweep until they stopped me. It just we picked up at least 10 yards and a touchdown on just about every time we run that. Let's see what happens here. Slot to the far side. Smith under center. Toss sweep to the left side. Dunlap, the ball carrier. Gets crossed down, going to go out of bounds right at the first down marker. And I guess the coaches, once again, have their headphones on, listen to the ball game, watch it on Ustream, and they picked up our suggestion.
It was a nice toss sweep to Darrell Dunlap. He able to pick up. He turns it upfield, picks up about 7 yards. It was already 2nd down and 8. So it'll wind up being 3rd and 1. The ball's resting on the Tiger 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Just got to get up to the 49-yard line. Clock continues to actually went out about at 6-minute mark. Tigers 6, Columbus 0. Yes, that's right, guys. 6-0 in the second quarter.
We're going to pick up the first down with Dunlap diving across the pile, across the 50, down to the 46-yard line. So they'll move the chains, and the Tigers will continue this drive and churning the ball down the field. And guys, we have the band on the far side. We appreciate them joining us tonight. As I look, it looks like they are in T-shirts tonight. They are not in their uniforms because they won't be playing at halftime. It is homecoming here. So they're here just in support of the team, and I think that's awesome. The band's coming and supporting the team tonight.
One of the things that I see from the Columbus fan base, really from the Columbus student body, is that they're down here taking up an entire section of the bleachers. Mm-hmm. Really ranges from about 15 yards wide from the 30 down to the 15 and all the way up to the top level. Just full of students, and I don't know what they call their guys, the Blue Crew, I guess. But, man, that's one of the things that Columbus, I've always been admired with these guys, no matter if it's football, which they never win in, baseball, which they always win in, and basketball, which they're about 500. That student body is supporting at every game. Yeah. I wonder what it's like at tennis and golf.
Well, they come out for volleyball now.
Do they really? Well, good.
My daughter plays volleyball time. It's going to be the Tigers going around the left side, pick up big yardage down the field. Nice job by Will Smith on the keeper. And I tell you what, they don't take the quarterback, and he makes them pay.
He picks up about 25 yards, where Will finally has been looking for that all season, guys. He finally reads it, decides to turn it up himself, and picks up 25 yards in a Tiger first down. And I can see Phillip over here on the sidelines just jumping up and down like pumping his fist, baby.
Guys, there's a lot of room for the quarterback to run the football on that. Looks like we got a timeout here for Columbus, so I'll throw it back up you to Jack.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. We got 4:56 left to go in this first half. 6-0 Tigers leading. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
If winning isn't everything, why do they keep score?
At LaGrange Banking Company, we agree with Coach Lombardi. Winning is important, and that's why we keep score each and every day. We want our customers to win, and we're here to help them. Stop by either our Calumet or downtown LaGrange office to find out how we can help you win, too. LaGrange Banking Company. Local, just like you. LaGrange Banking Company, member FDIC.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So after the timeout, the Tigers back on the field. 4:56 left to go in this first half of play. 6-0 your score. Tigers driving down the field. Ball resting now on the 20-yard line. They come back after the timeout.
We've got high school action tonight here. We've got college action later on tonight, and we've got professional action later on tonight. And so a Thursday night full of football, Jack.
Is this the return of Peyton Manning tonight on this Thursday night?
I think it is.
I think my wife's TiVoing that ball game for me. It's going to be a handoff on the right side of the line. The Tigers are going to go in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers!
Right behind big Mitch Mathis, and Mitch just blows his guy off the line. And Darrell Dunlap just lopes, and I don't mean it negatively, just like an antelope, just into the end zone, 20 yards out. For a touchdown for the Tigers. And as Tony and I were talking at break, it'd be nice to score before halftime to kind of give us the fan base exactly kind of a little bit what we expected. So now 12-0 as the Tigers line up in what you call a swinging gate. But let's see what they do for their extra point.
Smith doesn't have a T in front of him, so they're going for two. They're going to. We're going to fumble the ball as we pick the ball off, and the snap goes to our tailback. He's going to drop it. And the play was right there. He could have picked that up, but we're going to fall incomplete on the extra point. So it's going to be 12-0 with 450 left to go in this first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football. 60 seconds back to the station right here on 96.9, 1240 in the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
That would be 290 seconds.
That's why Seattle and Arizona. Seahawks and Arizona.
I thought it was Peyton going back on Thursday night.
That's on Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Well, we're going to keep it here, looks like.
Okay, then maybe you guys heard us. We're talking about Thursday night football. It's Seattle and Arizona. It's a West Coast game. One of the things that CBS Sports was talking about the other day, and you can listen to CBS Sports every weekday morning.
Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
I was doing good. I was promoting.
I'm Peter Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. They're going to have a little squib kick going back down the middle of the field. They pick it up, get across the 40 to the 45-yard line. He's going to mark it about a bounds at the 47-yard line, and that's where the Columbus Blue Devils will have it first and 10 with 4:44 left to go. And guys, the 2-point conversions, that's fine to go for them, but I'm a little concerned with this inability to get extra points.
Well, at the first of the year, it seemed like the Tigers were converting, at least 60, 70%. The last few times we've tried them, and especially against Columbus, we looked inept.
And really, just the plays have not looked good.
They haven't.
I mean, it's one thing to, there was a bad snap and had trouble getting the ball, but just haven't been as crisp tonight. And really across the board, I would say that from both sides of the field, it has not been as crisp a ball game as we're used to seeing this Tiger offense run. Columbus, they're going to hand the ball off in the line, and Tigers not going to have a problem. They're usually not going to move Devin Power and Dikembe Billingsley out of the interior of that line.
Yeah, guys, I was going to tell you, Dikembe Billingsley's back in the game at a defensive tackle position, so that's good news for the Tigers.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably go get retaped. Well,
look at that right arm, guys, and he's got it taped pretty soundly.
Yes, he does. When Dikembe was a freshman, he played most of the year with his arm wrapped up, and I want to say it was his right arm, so as Tony can get a report down there if you get a chance. Let's see if it's just a big bad bruise, maybe on his wrist or something.
Yeah. That wrist does look like it's taped pretty heavily. Back to the pistol set for Columbus. Here's a snap. Quarterback going to fake the handoff, screen back to the middle of the field, and he's going to pay for it after he makes that catch.
It was set up nice. We had good pursuit by the front four of the Tigers, but you know what? The linebackers held their position, and it actually wound up losing 2 yards on that.
Greg, you're exactly right. From down here, that was really set up well, but the timing was thrown off a little bit when the receiver actually bobbled the ball, and that messed up the timing, and the linemen weren't able to throw their blocks. And Tigers did a good job to hold that screen to no gain.
In fact, he's actually going to lose the yard, so 3rd and 11 now for Columbus. They're going to roll 3 men to this near side. So Tripp's here. Man split wide to the far side. Quarterback will take the snap, back up to pass. Got a man in his face. Again, they try the screen in the middle of the field, and there's just nobody there to throw this time. Again, Sang Basley, who was the guy back on that kept us from scoring earlier, kind of runs in to try to catch the ball, and he's just not there in time.
I tell you what, though, you had R.J. Hashman and Devontae Swanson all in his face, making him throw off his back foot, and Travasky Callaway standing there. And if Travasky could really see what we're seeing, he'd be mad at himself because he could have almost intercepted that ball and walked in the end zone from 40 yards out.
Columbus tried a little bubble screen there on the left side and had it set up pretty well, but the pressure caused the quarterback to make a throw it before he was ready.
They're going to roll back in and set up for the punt. He'll stand on his 30-yard line to punt the ball away.
Another loft.
We don't even come after this time. We'll set up the return. It'll be taken back at the 25-yard line. And we're going to duck under one man, and Quito Florence is going to get up to about the 27, and only about a 4-yard return. But the Tigers have the ball again with 3 minutes, 9 seconds. Guys, we got time to score again.
Absolutely. You know, another slow, if you will, arching snap, but the Tigers this time failed to pursue. Now, you wonder if that was something that Coach Kendall said, guys, let's just don't do it this time.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Greg, from down here on the sideline. Coach Kendall trying to coach his kids up, and I think you're exactly right. I don't know for sure, but I think they were hold them 3 and out, get the ball back, and try to score again before halftime.
Here come the Tigers again. They'll have 2 men split wide to the far side, split backfield, and we're going to get a big run across the middle of the field, down to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers!
Mess Bonner on another 80-yard run, off behind this time Jason Hernandez and Tristan Thompson off that left side, and when he hit the hole, guys, and Tony ran right in front of your face, he was gone.
Well, I almost tried to run with him up the sideline, but I'm in my flip-flops, and I didn't try that. So, but yeah, Greg, what happened? They caught Columbus in a blitz. The blitzing linebacker ran right by the ball carrier. So what happened was it resulted in a 75-yard touchdown for Mess.
That looks good. Got a little replay going on here. Now, they said they were going to replay the good plays. We have to have our guy come over here and give us a replay. But that was a good play, though, right? But no, we appreciate that. Here we go again, what I'd like to call the polecat. Jack likes to call the swinging gate. Let's see what the Tigers set up this time.
I just want to do something, put it in the end zone. There's a snap. Smith, fake it. He's going to run right up the middle field. He's going to get the 2-point conversion all on his own.
Hey, good job by Will Smith. You know, what he did, he faked the pitch to Darrell Dunlap. The guy took the fake, and Smith just kind of stepped aside and ran 7 yards into the end zone untouched. So good job by Smith. Brings the score 20-0 here with 2:56 left in the second quarter of play.
All right, let's take a quick 1-minute break. Back to the station. 2 spots. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
I think I'm going to go up and take me a picture and see.
Well, okay. Hey, Greg. Welcome back. Greg's excited about that. 2:53 left to go as the Tigers will kick the ball again, just kind of flat down the field, and they're going to do a good job of fielding it, get the ball at the 47-yard line. Back to the pistol set for Columbus. Quarterback puts a man in motion coming to the near side. We're going to blitz, and we're going to be all in his face, and we're just going to bring him down hard. Bless his heart. Number 8 for the Tigers, Devontae Swanson, makes a big hit in the backfield.
Along with the big wrapped arm of Kimbe. Kind of hard to miss that down there, isn't it, Tony?
Good pressure again from the front four of the Tigers as they brought the blitz there, and the snap was low, and the quarterback really had no chance on that play.
That'll make it second down and 14 as the clock continues to run. 20-0 now. Your Tigers over the Orange Devils here at Connect Stadium. And I say orange all jokingly because Columbus I don't think there's a blue spot on their uniform tonight, guys. All orange helmets, orange jerseys, white pants with orange stripes.
Well, their numbers on the side of the helmets are blue, I believe. Guys,
I got you.
If you can see
Maybe
from
they're
your
trim.
vantage
Yeah,
point.
okay. It's hard to see from up here. As Columbus, they're going to do a good job of piling across the line, get back to the original line of scrimmage, and a little bit more. Biles resting now on the 47-yard line. They'll bring third down.
Dikembe Billings that comes off last off that pile, and, Tony, you saw him coming back in, and it doesn't look like whatever's wrong with his right arm is hampering him right now. He's in on several tackles since he's been back in the ballgame.
So a timeout is called by the Tigers with 2:02 left to go. They're thinking maybe we get the ball again, maybe we can score again and make that clock run in the third quarter. Let's go and take a break. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football. 30 seconds back to the station on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
We understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. Once again, we're really trying to keep from getting kicked out of Connect Stadium here. Greg is, as usual, has enamored himself with the locals here in Columbus, Georgia. Of course, he sells a lot of product to these folks, so he needs to be nice to them. The quarterback's going to keep it, cut up field, get to the 50, short of the first down, brings it fourth down. But, guys, I got to think they're going to go for it.
I'm looking at a nice job, a nice read by number 4. Turn you back here. I want to make sure. No, number 7, Dre Towns. Wow, did he read? He and Devontae Cofield read that play good. They were blocked down, and they were able to shuck their man and get on that quarterback on that read option.
Yeah, guys, and the Tigers take another timeout. So they're going to force a punt here on fourth down, give their offense probably going to get it back with maybe a minute 35. Plenty of time to score again before halftime.
Yeah, we're going to keep it here, guys. And I think that, Tigers, there's no sense in taking them into halftime. If you got a timeout, let's use it, especially if we got a chance to get back on the field with a minute 45 left to go.
I don't know. I think my money's on them fake punting it. I mean, what do they got to lose? A ball game? I mean, they're already what's their record now?
Well, you threw out some big money there, so that dollar bill, that's going to get you a lot of return on your investment, bro.
I'm like, I hear what you're saying, Jack, but as the ball resting inside Tiger territory at the 47-yard line, I don't know that they're going to punt the ball. I think they actually want to go for it.
You make a good point, Greg. I mean, what you're going to do is give it back. They haven't been able to stop the Tigers on the last couple of series, and the one thing you don't want to do is get this thing out of control before halftime. So, and it looks like you're dead on. You would have doubled up your money there because unless they try some type of pooch kick here, we'll see what they do.
Well, you may be right there, Tony, because they've got the punter. There you go. Maybe they'll get a loft and the Tigers will go for it and block that punt.
There's the snap. They are going to punt the ball away.
But I only betted $1.
Pretty decent kick.
Or bet $1.
And it'll roll down to the 10-yard line. He'll stop there, and the Tigers will have it first and 10, set up another 90-yard run maybe this time.
Well, it's a minute 35 to go. Tigers are down with, looks like one timeout left. And Columbus has one timeout left, a minute 35. Lots you can do with that now.
I really like this board down here, Greg. It's got good big numbers. For those of us that don't see too well anymore, I really like those big numbers. If we can ever talk anybody to doing the cell phones and the computer keys that big, I'd be in good shape. So.
Don't you know it? I've had to revert to reading glasses with straps on it. I just can't.
This broadcast brought to you by Foster Grant. I mean, come on. Here comes the Tigers, and we're going to have a substitution problem there because it looks like Columbus was rolling some folks in.
I believe Columbus called timeout. They were having some problems getting players on the field.
Right, let's go and take a quick 30-second timeout with a minute 35 left to go. 20-0 is your score. Tigers driving the ball again. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limcare of LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Again, welcome back. We're so impressed by the student drivers here because it seems to be mostly students that have arrived here at the stadium.
Yes.
Parked in the back lot behind us. And
I just hope I'm not blocked in and get ready to leave.
Or blocking anyone else in.
That's right. I could be. You check that out. But we were almost guaranteed by the Columbus PD that there was going to be a large crowd. So much so that I actually had to move my car out of the middle of nowhere and put it in the middle of nowhere to assure that they had plenty of room to park out here. I'm just kind of impressed. And I said, really?
You complied like a true Southern gentleman.
I couldn't help but do what he asked me to do.
We're going to pass the ball down the field. DeQuez Johnson's going to be there, but they're going to intercept it at the 42-yard line. So not that what we're looking to do. Are they going to say it's incomplete?
Well,
I believe that pass was incomplete. I believe the DB just knocked it down.
It looked like he almost had it, but you're right, Tony.
We got no call from the official, so that was. But, yeah, it looks like the Tigers still have the ball.
Well, again, I go back to what happened earlier when Will had just quite, when I say underthrown it, it could be that the wide receiver just so fast he outruns the pass, which was Johnson was down here at about the 45-yard line, had just actually just outrun the pass by Will.
On the left side, Smith going to keep it. Looking for some upper room. Nice spin move. Across the 20 down to about the 25-yard line. First down, move the chains.
Wow, good job, Will Smith. He's able to nice read. He picks it in. He turns. He actually turns and twists for about 12 yards right between the hash marks, picks up the first down. So that'll temporarily stop the clock at 1:18, and Tigers still left with one timeout.
Tony, Greg, we need to work on this, and like to do that at Sandy Creek. First down, Troup instead of Creek.
Boy, they love to say it up there at the old creek.
Here come the Tigers again on the right side of the line. And it's going to be Dunlap, who's just dragging a man down the field. Gets across the 40, another first down. They'll have to move the chains and stop the clock.
Number 28, Ivan Rome, a defensive back for Columbus, actually was trying to tackle that football, and Big Darrell was hanging on.
I ain't letting go.
He wasn't going to let go of that ball.
Looks like Darrell's going to get off the field with maybe a stinger. He's holding his right arm, right shoulder, so hopefully that won't be too serious. We'll see if we can get a report on that.
You pull me like that's coming out of socket on me, bless his heart.
Again, clock's running, 44, 43. Play would hope it would have already been called. Taking a little bit too much time to call a play and run the play.
8 seconds on the play clock. Smith back under center. Takes a snap, backs up to pass, looking, got some time, throwing it way downfield. Got DeQuez Johnson, who does about 2 more steps to get under that one.
Wow. I saw it when DeQuez broke off from the far sidelines. He hits the ball about 7 yards, and he turns it on a post pattern, and he had the inside route on that corner. And really nicely thrown pass by Will, but I think Will's thinking, I am not going to underthrow it this time, and he winds up overthrowing him by a yard.
That's a great point, Greg. The first time he underthrew him a little bit, and then this time he wanted to make sure he put a little air under it and try to let his receiver run under it, but it's just a little bit too long.
But again, I say, with the incomplete pass, the clock is stopped with 30 seconds remaining. The Troup Tigers still have one timeout left, but I kind of like what Coach is doing now. Let's give Will some time to loosen his arm up, and I still say it's open, so let him see what he can do with it.
Smith going to roll out to his left, looking downfield, got a band in his face. Nice block. Now he's going to go down with a sack. And we left 2 more guys in the backfield. Clock's going to continue to tick. 20 seconds, 19. And that might do it, as I don't see any indication, guys, that they were going to call a timeout.
Well, you've been calling timeouts, and now all of a sudden you choose not to call a timeout. I think just for the heck of it, I'd go into halftime with no timeouts.
Well, you can't take them with you. They don't carry over to the second half with 4, 3, 2, and that'll be the end of the first half of play. 20-0. Your score, Tigers leading this one. We'll take a break. We'll finish up the second quarter response and go into our first break at halftime. We come back, we'll talk more about this ball game as you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
It's tough out there, trying to stretch every paycheck a little further than the last one. It means cutting costs, and one of the best places to start is at the office of State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange, because he'll do a free discount double check to make sure you're getting the car insurance discounts you deserve, up to 40%. So give State Farm agent Matt Orr a call today, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why he's there. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
If you're looking for a great time, gather up your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown LaGrange. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights, it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has their family lunch specials. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broome Street in downtown LaGrange.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. And that's why State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually lives on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange at 706-882-9324 and put the life back in life insurance. Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Warmer, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls live here from Cadet Stadium as we're now at halftime. And I don't think it's going to be that long at halftime as I look across, and it is homecoming here for Columbus, the Blue Devils, or the Blue and Orange Devils. And they've got, looks like about 10, 12 young ladies that they're in their court. And they're making their way down the middle of the field now. And Tony, they're doing a nice little job of the band. It was nice to hear the Troup band play right before we came out. And the Tiger band always doing a good job. And playing the hits. I don't know if that's a popular song they're playing right before halftime. They do a tremendous job and travel well. They bring a lot of folks when they come.
Well, Jack, you know, we've talked before on our broadcast how important the band, the cheerleaders, the entire student body is to the Friday night experience. It's a lot more to it than just a game. The things that go on during the week to get ready to play on Friday night. And those young people on the band spend a lot of time practicing and doing what they do. So it's important they're able to get down here and support the Tigers, and they got a great sound, and they're doing a good job once again tonight.
Yeah, we get a variety of folks that listen to our broadcast and text messages, different things.
It's amazing to me the number of radios that are broken. They only get one channel, you know.
Bless their hearts. Just as they used to say in the old FM days, lock it down and break the knob. Just stay right here on our radio station. But I got a text here. We were talking about Daryl Dunlap loping into the end zone earlier. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if that was a Gregism or a Tonyism, but
I think that was Greg referring to the antelope capability.
So here's the text I get. So he antelopes in for a touchdown, and the phrase after it says, "Are you kidding me, Jack?"
Jack, you and I are not going to live at. We're not going to live at. Are you kidding me, Jack? Down, are we? Buddy?
Oh boy, that's sweet stuff right there. I think that's George back at the station sending me that. But if you do have my cell phone number, Tony's number, Greg's number, do text messages, Twitter us or Facebook us or Instagram, however you communicate social media wise, and let us know how you're enjoying this ball game. Let's go and take a break. We're going to go over the highlights of the first half. When we come back, we've got several of them to talk about. It's 20-0 at halftime right here on 96.9, 1240 on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
I stand
corrected. Hi, friends. Jess Lick here with Kia LaGrange. I'd like you to come by and check out the all-new redesigned Kia Rio. The Rio is not only fuel efficient, but it's comfortable and safe as well. The 13 Rio starts as low as $12,900. It's backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Right now, you can drive the Rio for only $159 a month on a 36-month lease. The Rio is available either a 4-door sedan or a sporty 5-door hatchback. See the Rio and all our inventory online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Leases with $1,999 due at signing. Blues season is upon us. And we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today.
CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
You know how there are a lot of folks that won't let their grandfather use the remote control because they're scared he's going to do something crazy with it. It's like Greg with a cell phone is a lot like that. Well, you know, he's trying to show us a picture, and bless his heart, he flip it.
Anybody that knows me knows that I'll never be accused of being technologically savvy.
That's me.
But watching Greg operate that smart, and I use that in parentheses, or smartphone is really, and he'll talk to it. You know what I'm saying? He'll go, really? Like it's going to answer him? And then he'll go, okay. And I'm waiting for something to come out of it, and so is Greg. But it's really quite fun to watch Greg operate that smartphone.
It doesn't have Siri on it, Greg. I'm sorry. But
I don't know what her name is, but she's not as smart as Siri, I don't think.
Well, that's okay.
But, I was just commenting while we're here at homecoming, and a lot of good folks. I really did have to go upstairs and take a picture of the parking lot, and I'm proud to say that they have a full parking lot back there. I'm still convinced, though, that every band member and every student drove, though. I really do believe that.
Everybody has their own car.
I'll sleep better tonight knowing that.
And I'm so glad. I mean, Jack and I were really worrying about you there, buddy.
I started thinking you were a Bulldog fan the way you had that in your teeth and wasn't going to let it go. But, all right, so we're at halftime now. Let's talk a little bit about this first half of play, guys. The Tigers, of course, they're up 20-0. That's a great place to be. But when you're playing at Columbus, you really kind of expect to be a little bit farther ahead. But that first quarter was really sloppy on both sides.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We started out and, it kind of looked like, us and Sandy Creek when I say that, because we were both three and out, and it just nobody really seemed to get a grip on anything. And, we fumbled the ball right off, and after we got a first down, then we fumbled the ball, and even though we recovered it, and next thing you know, we fumbled the ball and they recover it. It just didn't look good. It took us a quarter and a half, as you said, Tony, to really get going.
Well, we talk about these young people, and Lord knows they're up against a lot of things that they have to deal with. And
just in school and life.
Yes, no doubt. But one thing they are intelligent young men, and they watch film. They understand the opponent each week. They know what they're up against, and sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself to get ready to play. But it's something that you have to do. It's like getting up and going to work every morning. If we're all honest with ourselves, we have to motivate, and there's certain motivations that get us up and go to work. Some of us like to eat on a regular basis, i.e. myself.
That paycheck is one of the biggest things.
And I'm a big fan of eating 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, because I always thought you're supposed to eat a lot and often. And I'm trying to get to winter weight, and I'm on my way.
You're carb loading. That's
exactly what I'm doing.
Let's take a bit of real. Let's go ahead and do a highlight here, because Greg mentioned that we fumbled in that first series, and then Columbus fumbles, and we recover it. We're in pretty good field position, and it's Devontae Swanson that's from his first play from scrimmage goes on a 75-yard touchdown run around the far side, and it's going to be Devontae Swanson, the ball carrier. He could go. He breaks from the line of scrimmage at the 50, 40. He's all by himself down at the 20, 10, 5, no flags. Touchdown, Tigers.
From the 20-yard line, he just simply takes off around right side behind Big Mitch Mathis, who had and Hunter Newton really had a corner block there off of defensive end. They were able to turn that corner, and Swanson all the way down the field, 80 yards, touchdown Tigers.
We'll try for a 2-point conversion on that one, and we won't be able to make it. That's been actually something that's been consistent in the first two plays. The Tigers would kick the ball off to the Columbus Blue Devils. They'd have a good return up to the 45, but not really be able to do a whole lot with it. We'll also then get the ball. We'll drive across the 40 down to about the 35. We have to turn it over on downs there. Then the Columbus, again, they have to punt the ball. But then the Tigers, again, this is on their 4th possession, and it's going to be Daryl Dunlap that's going to score for the Tigers this time. It's going to be a handoff on the right side of the line. The Tigers are going to go in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers.
Right behind big Mitch Mathis, and Mitch just blows his guy off the line. And Daryl Dunlap just lopes, and I don't mean it negatively, just like an antelope, just into the end zone, 20 yards out for a touchdown for the Tigers.
Are you kidding me, Greg, with the antelope? Actually, we had someone text us that.
Yeah, the antelope analogy was really quite impressive.
Yes,
I thought.
Yeah. I was going to use gazelle-like intensity.
That's good, too.
That might have been nice. We'll talk about other fast animals in a minute, but we had another Tiger back, and speaking of animals, get down the field, and this time he made quite a mess. Mess Bonner is going to first play from scrimmage towards the end of the first half, is going to score for the Tigers. And we're going to get a big run across the middle of the field, down to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers.
Mess Bonner on another 80-yard run, off behind this time Jason Hernandez and Tristan Thompson off that left side. And when he hit the hole, guys, and Tony ran right in front of your face, he was gone.
He was gone that time. Great job by Mess Bonner. This time it would be Will Smith, who's going to go to his right side and then fake it, go back inside, and he will score. We'll get the 2-point conversion and bring it to 20-0. That's where we are here at halftime. We'll talk more about the first half of this ball game when we come back. It's homecoming here for the Columbus Blue Devils. We're trying to spoil that a little bit. It's 20-0 with a little bit more time left to go in halftime. Right now you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limcare LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and looks like the student body is very pleased with the announcement of the homecoming queen here at Columbus. The kids are very, very, very happy about that, and they seem to like that young lady. And they're about to sing their alma mater, so I'm sure that'll be a great thing to hear in the background as we talk about this first half again. And guys, we talked a little bit at the pregame about really need to win out as this ball game right now, 20-0. And the Tigers really, I think, we talked about the first of the ball game. I'd love to see us just open things up. Let's experiment. Let's have a little fun. Let's try some things that you can't really do in a normal situation in a ball game as we go into this third quarter. Ball game is pretty much in hand. Let's try to put some other scores on the board.
You know, you talk about the drive for the playoffs. Obviously, you're going to have Sandy Creek and Carrollton battling out for the one and two spots, but you're going to have probably 2 or 3 teams involved for the third and fourth spot in the regions. Of course, the Alexander win last week against LaGrange kind of threw a monkey wrench and everything. Troup earlier in the year defeated 2 weeks ago, I think, defeated Alexander. I think LaGrange has beaten Shaw. I think Troup's got, Fayette County, LaGrange, and Shaw left. Is that right?
Exactly.
So, I think it's going to be important for Troup to win out. If they win out, I feel like they got a shot at least at the 4th seed. I don't know.
Well, if they win out, they've got the third seed.
Okay,
third seed is theirs.
So it's in your hands, and you wouldn't have it any other way.
Yep. And that's because they've already beaten Alexander. The only two teams they will have not beaten in the region will be the Carrollton and Sandy Creek.
Sandy Creek.
So
okay.
You really come out looking very good.
That's right.
And you're looking at a 6-4 season.
Right.
And you're over 500. That's a nice place to be.
And did we look to see what region? What Troup's in region? 4? Is it
right here?
4 or 5A?
We're 5A.
That's region
5A. All right.
As they turn the music up, I'm telling you.
Right, just looking at the playoffs, I know that Callaway is in region 4.
We play across at region 7.
And they play region 2, so that would put. If Troup is in 5, they're probably going to play region 7. Like you said,
exactly.
Right.
We'd be playing the number 2 seed in 7. If Greg's looking for all of his notes here. But just as I look at this piece right here, and we'll get to see who that region is. But region 5 is us. If we could get the 3 seed, we play the team 2. We'd be traveling in that one. If we were the 4 seed, we play, of course, the 1st seed. We'd be traveling. So either way, we'd be traveling in the first round. But I'd much rather take on a 2 seed than a 1 seed. Get into. Let's see.
Region 7 is Cedartown, Gilmer, Pickens, River Ridge, and Cass.
We don't want to take on Cedartown.
Of course,
right now.
they're sub-regions, guys, so they're going to have a sub-region.
That's right.
They'll have a play-in ball game at some point.
And that's Division A. And then in Division B, you've got Dalton, Northwest, and Southeast Whitfield, Ridgeland, Heritage, and Lafayette. And the projected teams are Cedartown, Dalton, Northwest Whitfield, and Gilmer.
That's the same regions that paired up last year, guys, as we see that. But, Cedartown's once got that the kid Nick Chubb right now. And now, to comment, he's already got 30. He had 38 TDs last year alone. Right now, through 7 ball games, he's got 29 touchdowns. His average per game is 270 yards. And that compares, when you think about this kid's already verbally committed to Georgia. But some of the all-TD seasons, if we look back in 2007, Washawn Ely with Emmanuel County Institute had 58 touchdowns. Darius Walker back in 2003 had 46 touchdowns. And again, Washawn Ely from Emmanuel County Institute repeated that in 2008 with 46 touchdowns. Even Herschel Walker, the Heisman Trophy winner at Georgia, only had 45 touchdowns in 1979. So that kind of tells you what kind of class Nick Chubb is in up at Cedartown.
As we're going to take a little bit more look at what's going on the field as they're getting ready for the second half of play. Let's go ahead and take one more break, and we'll have the second half coming up for you in just a moment. The Tigers leading 20-0. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Proven leadership is a must to keep LaGrange strong, and we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Kia. Hi friends, Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. I'd like you to come by and check out the all-new redesigned Kia Rio. The Rio is not only fuel efficient, but it's comfortable and safe as well. The 13 Rio starts as low as $12,900. It's backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Right now, you can drive the Rio for only $159 a month on a 36-month lease. The Rio is available either a 4-door sedan or a sporty 5-door hatchback. See the Rio and all our inventory online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Leases with $1,999 due at signing.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the No Problem People, the Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. And right now the student section, as Greg mentioned, is really enjoying this ball game. Guys, they kind of get up for this, don't they?
Well, they, Columbus has always been known as a baseball school, as their perennial players in the state championship every year. But as Greg mentioned earlier, the student section has really turned out tonight, and of course it's homecoming, and I'm sure that's one reason. But they're making a lot of noise and cheering for Miss Hannah Henderson, who I think was the homecoming queen tonight, and she was a popular choice. So yeah, they're making a lot of noise down here. The band's rolling, having a good time. So
they're going through each class, and each class is dancing. But one of the things I'm impressed with is even with the football record that Columbus carries, the student body is really out supporting these guys. And I made a comment in the first half. A lot of school spirit that the Columbus student body displays really across all sports. And Jack, as you mentioned, they even come out for the big volleyball matches and everything. And it's just nice to see that if you're not participating, if you're a student and you're not participating in any sports or that particular sport, get out and come to this. You got 4 years of high school, some of the best times in your life, and some that in 10, 15 years you'll look back on and saying, man, I wish I'd have done this or I wish I'd have done that. And so now's your chance, guys. Get out and support all sports and just have a lot of fun while you're in high school. But remember first, academics comes first.
Yes, it does. And reading.
Well said, Greg.
Reading is fundamental.
Well said. Greg should know because he didn't follow that advice early in his career.
He did learn to read. He learned to read later on in life, and we're real proud of that.
And he's still working on that.
He can spell GED. That's awesome.
Yes, he can.
So we're getting ready to start the second half of play right now. It's 20-0 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Guys, I saw something kind of interesting to me in the halftime as the Tigers were warming up. We didn't see Will Smith warming up his arm. He was warming up his punting foot. He was down there punting the ball a little bit. The kicking game was being worked on there at halftime. I thought that was kind of interesting.
We may see Desmond Shealy in. You never know what coach has got. That's going to happen. A lot of times you typically start your second half with your starters, and there's no reason to think we'd do anything otherwise. We're only up 3 touchdowns, minus some extra points, 20-0. But again, I don't know what that means. We're going to wait and see.
I don't know it, but I thought it was interesting.
Right. One thing we might want to keep an eye on is we mentioned Daryl Dunlap went off the field right at the end of the half with a little shoulder opportunity, it looks like. So I'm going to head back down the field and give Greg back his headset and see what I can find out for you.
All right. We'll give Tony a few minutes to head down there and get on the field. Right now the Blue Devils are going to be receiving the ball. They'll be going from left to right as you look at your radio. And the Tigers will kick the ball off, and they were, again, working on that a little bit in the halftime festivities as well. Columbus, again, as we mentioned, is dressed very Clemson-esque with their orange helmets and orange, not the bright orange of, say, a Tennessee, Greg, but more of a kind of the deeper orange of a Clemson.
Well, they do look good, and who knows, Clemson might have funneled some money down here. I know they've you never know what these college
the old ball coach is helping them out, huh?
But the Tigers are dressed in their away uniforms, white tops, gold pants. Columbus in their orange shirts, orange jerseys, white pants. Michael Young will be taking basically a 3-step drop for the kickoff.
Yeah, just if even that, he's not the biggest guy on the field. 1-step, 2-step, kicks it. Aims it for the corner, going to be taken back at the 30. He drops it, picks it back up to 25. Runs one way, looks another one. It's going to be hit, wrapped up, brought down at the 31-yard line. And, Tony, you're kind of just gotten down there. I hope you're not too much out of breath. You looked right there at about the 30, about 32?
Jack, can you give me just a couple more minutes?
Okay.
I'm having a little trouble catching my breath here. If you'll just come back to me later on. I'm just kidding you, buddy.
About the 34 is where you're
going. Somewhere around the 34-yard line. Yeah, I was, like I said, I can fall down these steps and get down here pretty quick. So But luckily, I didn't have to roll across the field there. But
speaking of opening up, Jack, let's look at this formation the Blue Devils open up with.
Yep, they get back to the pistol. Going to try to hand the ball off in the line. Boy, we beat him big time and don't even get a chance to knock him down. And so we're just going to push him back into the backfield. That's going to be Travasky Callaway leading tacklers on that one.
Travasky just comes in from his left side defensive end. As Tony corrected me in the first half, I'm so used to seeing Travasky at linebacker. But, man, he is playing that defensive line good in the Tigers' 4-3 defense, huh, Tony?
And one thing you guys might want to watch up there, he came up a little bit gimpy. He's limping a little bit there. I don't know if that's a hip or something, but he's not walking real clean right now. I'll try to get you a report on him.
Back again to the pistol set is the quarterback, number 6, Derek James. Takes a snap, looks, going to throw a quick out to his slanting slot man, and Tigers going to be there, and they cover pretty well.
Got a little altercation between a couple of Tigers there, number 75 for Columbus, and I believe that's big Dikembe Billingsley, number 90 there. A couple punches were thrown, so let's see what the officials come up with right here.
But in the meantime, it was excellent coverage by number 44, Zaven Williams, for the Tigers, just a junior. But we're definitely going to have a couple of personal fouls, probably going both ways.
Look at see who they're going to mark it off against. As number 75, Brock Chenault is
Travasky Callaway, excuse me, Jack. He is out of the game right now. He's limping, and I can't tell exactly what the problem is, but I'll see if I can find out for you.
All right. So it's going to be against the Blue Devils. They'll back them up 15 yards. Ball will now rest about the 17-yard line, so second and forever.
I see Dikembe Billingsley taking a sideline trot along, and then Devin Power will come in and replace him on that defensive line.
R.J. Harrison will be down there to tackle, really.
So you'll see Cody Abbott at the left defensive end. Cody's done a good job filling in early in the season for Mitch Mathis when Mitch was out for a game and a half.
Guys, the Columbus High coach was asking the official why only a penalty on his team when there were punches thrown by each team. So I guess he got a good explanation, so he's happy now and they're back on the sideline.
There's the snap as they're back up to pass, looking, going to throw it again. The same play. We're going to intercept. Oh, man, we had the interception. Daryl Dunlap dived in front of that one. It was the same play they tried to run a moment ago. He had the ball in his hands, and as he rolled on the ground, he lost it.
He just sat back and waited, and he broke on that play, on that pass right at the last moment, and almost had that pick six
I'm watching him
in and out of his hands.
Watching him down there from his linebacker position. He's actually reenacting it, thinking, okay, what should I have done? I should have pulled it in here, should have dived here. But he could taste that, but instead it's going to bring up a fourth down and a whole bunch.
Now, here's where, guys, you got the Columbus punter standing inside his own 5-yard line. This is where, Tony, we really need a snap over his head.
Actually, the best snap of the game so far. Gets off a pretty good punt. Line drive, hits at the 30, rolls. Going to get up to the 47-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take it first and 10. 30 seconds back to the station. 10:57 left to go in the third, 20-0. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange can help you get to a state, because he'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back, and this no-huddle offense of the Tigers moves awful fast. As they've run 2 plays since we went to break, it's now 3rd down and 1. As the Tigers just real quickly, just nice running plays down the field. They're looking out again at a 3rd down and 1. 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter play. 20-0 is your score. Will Smith will go back under center. He'll have a slot to this near side, split back in the backfield. He'll hand the ball off in the line, get across, and we'll get inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Tigers.
I see coming off the bottom of the pile, Jason Hernandez, a left guard, and the left tackle, Tristan Thompson, just bowling their way forward, picks up that first down for Mess Bonner. And good job by Mess Bonner. Of course, we realized we didn't really talk about stats, but, the leading average yards per carry rusher for the Tigers is Devontae Swanson with 1 carry for 80 yards.
Well, and so Mess is not far behind with 1 carry and 65 yards. So back to the I, and Smith's going to hand it off to his fullback right into the line. It's going to be Trey Towns, who's going to get down to the 30, another 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5.
Right up behind big center Newton, and he's able to pick up 4.5 yards. It'll be 2nd down, call it 5.5 as the ball rests just outside the 30-yard line. It called it the 31, and the Tigers are on the move, and they're doing what they like to do, and that is keeping it between the tackles, guys.
2nd down again. We're going to put a slot to the right side. I formation behind it. Big Towns at the fullback. Mess Bonner at the tailback. Back up, running the read option. And Bonner, man, does he fight his – that's Trey Towns fighting his way for a first down. And he still is not actually down. There's only about 8 guys around him, and they just can't seem to pull him down.
What a nice job right up behind Wellington Callaway on the right side, and is able to pick up about 8 yards. Tony, guys, he twisted. If you saw him down on the field, he twisted and carried, fought for a first down. He had to drag 6 or 7 guys with him.
And he kept those feet moving. You're right, Greg, and picked up that extra yardage. And you'll see Darrell Dunlap back in the game now at fullback.
Will Smith steps back, talks to his tailback.
Out of the I formation, guys.
Yep, a little switch up there in the backfield. Step back, and again, we're going to hand it off to Dunlap. Goes off the right side. Now he's carrying about 5 or 6 guys. He'll pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the first down play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's pretty obvious who that ball was going to go to, because did you notice Smith walked back and told him, hey, Darrell, I'm going to give you the ball. And then he went back up under center, and it snapped it and gave him the ball, and he picked up 5 yards. And, of course, if you see Darrell, he went out right before halftime, Tony, as you mentioned, with a little hurt right arm, and it looks like it may still be bothering him just a little bit.
Back to the split backfield this time, and it's going to be Dunlap off that right side. Finds a hole and going to go for a long way down inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers down there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was Brandon Hurd in there in the backfield that last play too.
That's the first time you've called his number tonight. And I was going to ask you guys, had Brandon been in the game? I hadn't seen on offense. That's the first time I'd seen him in the backfield tonight.
Mm-hmm. So they're rotating the guys around a little bit in that backfield. As Brandon will be to the left side of the quarterback, Smith. And it's going to be Dunlap who gets the ball. Fights his way. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, again, we talked about him hurting, but he showed right there, hurting or not, he's going to bowl his way over 8 yards right behind Wellington Callaway and Mitch Mathis and just push him all the way into the end zone for another Tiger score. So with 7:51 remaining in the third quarter, your Tigers are going up 26-0, awaiting the 2-point conversion. And Tony, what did you on? Those several successive plays, it looked like Darrell's even now he's still kind of holding his wrist. We need to kind of see what's bothering him. But man, he's still giving it all he's got.
Yeah, he doesn't have any tape on, so I'm wondering, maybe it's just a sprain. Hopefully that's all it is.
We're going to snap it to the up back behind the guys. And they're going to go into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Nice little center snap over. He tosses it over to big 17, R.J. Hairston, as you said, Tony, the other day, son of Reuben Hairston, and he's able to just finally make this option work and pick up 2. So with 7:51 remaining in the third quarter, your Troup Tigers up 4 touchdowns, 28-0 over Columbus.
All right, let's take 60 seconds back to the station and listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
All right, team, let's get it lined up. We're going to run that play again.
Just like our local head coaches invest their time, effort, and passion into our local teams, LaGrange Banking Company invests time, effort, and passion into our customers. We are committed to bringing success to Troup County for our local teams and schools, as well as our customers.
That's the way to go after it. Well done, team.
LaGrange Banking Company, local, just like you. LaGrange Banking Company, member FDIC.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 28-0 is your score right now. Got a face mask that's going to be at the end of the kickoff against the Tigers. They're going to march 15 off against them. So instead of a return back to the 30, it'll be up to about the 45-yard line. And it happened right at the end of the play. Tony, you were down there, and looks like we just it was not a purposeful one, I don't think. He was just kind of right there at the bang at the end.
You know, sometimes you just try to grab jersey, helmet, whatever you can to get him down, and I think he, got his hand in that face mask. Nothing malicious about it, but you're right, Jack. It was a face mask, and it cost the Tigers 15 yards.
So they'll start again from the 45-yard line. He'll back up to pass, roll to his right. Got some pressure, looking. We're going to take his legs out from under him at the 42-yard line. Nice little effort there by number 11, Kelsey McCutcheon.
And McCutcheon just zones in on him from his cornerback position, is able to really pursue him and really keeps him from getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Now it'll be 2nd and 11.
Columbus's second drive of this second half of play. As we mentioned, 28-0 your score, 7:36 left to go in the third. They break the huddle. Doing something we don't see a whole lot in high school football this year, and that's a huddle. They'll have trips to this near side. 2 men off the line, 1 man on. They'll split 2 men wide to the far side. Quarterback's all alone in the backfield. He'll back up to pass. Got some pressure. Flush out of the pocket. Goes left. Back to the middle of the field. Across to the 50. To the 40. Hit hard there at the 45-yard line.
Vanquez Bonner looks like. Wow, was that a hit on the quarterback. And they both hit so hard they stumbled backwards.
Boy, I heard that one down here, guys. It was that was helmet to helmet there, but of the legal variety.
The legal. Make sure we point that out so we don't have an NFL official come down and get us.
You know, it's funny, Jack. You said something about a huddle. I think some of the 9th graders on Columbus's team, they actually had to explain what a huddle was.
Wasn't it a house that sells omelets? All right, here we go.
There you go.
And that play is whistled dead as the Tigers going to call a timeout here with 7:05 left to go. 28-0 is your score. The Tigers leading this one. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Kia of LaGrange. I'd like you to come by and check out the all-new redesigned Kia Rio. The Rio is not only fuel efficient, but it's comfortable and safe as well. The 13 Rio starts as low as $12,900. It's backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Right now, you can drive the Rio for only $159 a month on a 36-month lease. The Rio is available in either a 4-door sedan or a sporty 5-door hatchback. See the Rio and all our inventory online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Leases with $1,999 due at signing.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back, and Tony did a little scouting down there on the field and make sure everything looks rounded well out on the sideline. 7:05 left to go in the third quarter play. 28-0 is your score, and we're going to try to.
Those curves, huh, Tony?
Yeah, try to leg it. We're going to try to leg another one out. They're going to split 3 men wide to this near side, 2 men to the top end. Tigers spread out on defense as well. Quarterback all along the backfield. We're going to show stunt. Long snap count. He takes it, backs up to pass, Quarterback is being told by his coach where to throw the ball, and he throws it out of bounds, going out of bounds about the 20. It's really funny to watch the sideline is on this near side, one of the coaches was actually saying, throw it to this guy because he was wide open out of the flats.
You know, guys, that was right. Excuse me, Greg. That was right in front of me here, and they ran a little wheel route. And one theme all night long has been the pressure from the Tigers, and again, that was true there. The quarterback, he really just doesn't have time to set up and look downfield. I'm not so sure that was a rollout. It was a forced rollout after the pressure, but he just hadn't had a lot of time to throw.
He'll again be the lone back in the backfield. The Tigers are selling out on this one. The ball's going to go on the ground, and the quarterback, James, will fall on it, and he'll pick up a yard falling on it.
And needless to say, it looks like Columbus' strategy now is to throw, because that's all they're doing. They're sending trips.
It's a 5 receiver set. Yeah.
That's right. And let's go back to those that play a couple, 3 plays ago earlier. I had Jacob Rautzong, number 23. man, did he lay that hit. I'd actually call Vanquez Bonner's name out because the 3 does kind of look like an 8, but let's give credit where credit's due. Good job by Jacob Brotzong.
Trips to the top end, Twins to this near side. Tigers again showing blitz. Quarterback goes step in the pocket, gets some yardage across the 40, and he'll be still on his feet across the 35. And a nice little run. He'll pick up the first down there inside the 35-yard line.
Give him credit. He lost his balance a little bit, but dropped his hands down, and then he knew exactly where he needed to go, and he was able to pick up the first down by a yard. Kind of dove over that last effort, dove over the first down yardage marker.
And guys, I don't know if you could tell it up there, but from down here, the Tigers are pretty much sold out. They're bringing everybody on every play, and they've
man coverage in the backfield.
They've got their defensive backs one-on-one with their wide receivers, and that time the quarterback was able to break that first line of contain and picked up good yardage.
Once again, all alone is the quarterback in the backfield. Of course, now he's picked up good yards running. We're sending 6. He rolls out, going to air it off downfield, and again thrown way out of bounds, and not even giving his receiver a chance to catch that ball.
Well, you got to give credit. Look at Dikembe Billingsley all giving high fives. He and Devontae Cofield all in the backfield there. And as Tony, you said earlier, it's just been a lot of pressure on the Columbus quarterback all night. So you kind of got to believe that errant pass was a direct result of the pressure being put on.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. You don't know if some of those are designed rollouts or rollouts due to the pressure. And, from the first snap tonight, the Tiger defensive line and linebackers have really given the offensive line for Columbus High School a lot of fits and a lot of problems.
Number 44, Zaven Williams, steps off the field. He'd been back there in the secondary. I think he sprained his ankle on that last play. And, again, the ball's on the ground. The quarterback's going to have to fall on it. It'll bring up third down. He'll lose about 4, maybe 5 yards. Ball will rest on the 39-yard line.
That'll bring up third down and about 14. As Jack said, ball backs up to the 38-yard line of the Tigers. As Columbus has put on kind of a little drive here now. They've moved the ball from their original possession on about the 28-yard line. They brought it all the way over in the Tiger territory and just kind of inching it out. The clock is running. 5:11 left in this third quarter play. 28-0. Your Tigers on top.
Back to the I formation. They'll go not the I, but the pistol step. The quarterback is behind the center, back behind him. He'll back up to pass. They'll run the screen, actually a little bubble screen inside, and we're going to be there all over him. And, hey, blow the whistle before that kid gets hurt.
Wow. Great job by Brandon Hurd, senior corner. Followed his man with the same number 4 for Columbus. He was, like you said, just a little screen pass, and Brandon Hurd was not fooled, and to absolutely no gain on that play. Now we've got a flag down and flown toward Troup, so it sounds like some of our guys might have said more than they should have said.
Yeah, they're talking to the Tigers. That flag came from the referee, so we'll see. But you mentioned that's a great play by number 4, Brandon Hurd. If he doesn't make that tackle, that guy's still running. So we've got an unsportsmanlike call here against the Tigers.
Yeah, I said earlier in the season, we've one of the things that we need to really keep under control is penalties, particularly personal fouls, and it looks like the umpire has a little directive for one of the Tigers, and that's really where we had them 4th and 15. It looks like now it's going to be possibly a first down, guys.
Yeah, it's a first down at the 22-yard line. Was what it looks like. Well, they haven't moved the chains. Now they're moving the chains. So the Tigers get a nice welcome to Columbus on that penalty. 4:39 left to go in the third quarter. 28-0 is your score. Trips to the top side. Tigers threatening blitz. Then they back up into coverage. Quarterback got a man in his face. He's going to be hit, and he flings it upfield. But he's hit just as he kind of does a little Brett Favre underhand throw trying to get it up the field.
Tremendous pressure by Austin Carter, just a sophomore from his linebacking position. Well, that allowed R.J. Hairston. Carter hit him low, and R.J. hit him about the time he let go of it, Tony. And I heard pads pop up here. I know you heard it down there.
Yeah, number 37 did a good job that time. Austin Carter from his linebacker position. He timed the snap count exactly right, and he brought the pressure, and R.J. Hairston followed that up. So, again, pressure. We've said it all night long.
They break the huddle again. Quarterback will have a back to his right. Twins left and right for him. They've run this kind of open set all night long. He'll back up to pass. He's got a man out in the flats as a safety valve. Going to air it towards the end zone. Tries a little corner route. Tipped. Caught.
Intercepted,
baby.
Yeah, we did. It was a great job. That thing. Number 15, Emmanuel Trammell back there made that catch.
I believe that was Brandon Hurd. Again, it's right here. Brandon tipped the ball up. And
actually, number 15, Kelsey McCutcheon, was able to pick that one out of the air.
Yeah, okay.
So
great job that time by the Tiger defense there.
We'll certainly, the announcer gave David Brown. I'm sure his mama's listening. She's real proud of David Brown getting the interception. But we're going to give that one to number 15, Kelsey McCutcheon. He was right where he needed to be. In the end zone, ball was tipped. He was able to come up with it. So the Tigers, 1st and 10.
They bring it out to the 20, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. As you mentioned, Will Smith stays in at quarterback. He'll split out Dre Towns to this near side. Twin to the top end. Single back set in the backfield. And that's going to be Devontae Swanson, looks like, in the backfield. Smith goes under center, backs up, toss sweep around the right side to Swanson. Swanson, who scored a touchdown on a big run earlier. It looks like he's going to get another one. 40, 50. He's got one man to beat. Down to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, guys, the second time in a row, the second time he's touched the ball, and the second 80-yard touchdown on the same play. Toss sweep to the right, and off to the races 80 yards later. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow. I tell you
Tony, I see you still running down there. Can you catch him up with him yet?
Greg, I'm almost to midfield. If you'll give me a minute, I'll be down there near the goal line. But, yeah, that was a great run. Great blocking out there on that side. And it almost looked like a replay of his first carry. So, good call by the Tiger coaching staff as they found a weakness on that right side, and a big run for the Tigers there for another touchdown.
Well, give big credit to number 7, Jalen Trice of Columbus, because he did not give up. He was running step for step, and they caught him in the end zone. So was able to make a shoestring tackle, but it was too late as Devontae had already gone into the end zone. And Devontae decided he's just going to run the touchdowns. That's all he's going to do tonight.
That'll work. So far, he's 2 for 2, batting 1,000.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the regular extra point is good. So with 4:05 left to go in the third quarter play, 35-0 is your score. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls down the field. 4:05 left to go in the third quarter. Play 35-0 your score. Now the Tigers set to kick the ball off again. And, hey, good job by our guys. We've got that an extra point. Michael Young does a good job as he'll kick it off again. Aiming for the corner. It'll be caught there, and he'll take you right out of bounds. So not the smartest play by that young man, as he could have let it go out of bounds and brought it up to 35. Instead, he'll have it at the 25.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. Right in front of you, Tony. I thought you could have tackled him over there.
I wanted to tell him to leave it alone, let it go, because it's going to get the ball to 35. But I went by Coach Kendall and I asked him not to run that play again. At least, and let me until I'm at the other end zone, so that I can at least get down there and wait on him, to get there. So
yeah, Devontae Swanson, I only run touchdowns.
Well, two touches tonight for Devontae Swanson. Each play 80 yards and counting. So we talked about average yard per carry.
That'll get you playing time right there. When you got 80 yards a carry. Yeah.
I tell you what.
Well, that'll increase your yards per carry really well too. Yeah, averaging 76 yards per carry this season.
Nick Chubb's got nothing on him tonight.
That's right.
Trips again to the near side, 2 men to the top side. Quarterback James will take the snap. Back up to pass, looking, not quite as much pressure. Throws across the middle, tipped, and then caught by a Blue Devil. And he might go to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and we don't catch him. He goes into the end zone. So one play, a touchdown for Columbus.
Hey, they just sent that big tight end right down the slot back. He kind of pinched right down the seams and got behind our corners, behind the free safety who had bit, really, because, as you mentioned earlier, we're all selling out. And he almost intercepted, kind of broke on the ball, but he was able to catch it and maintain it. And he had just enough speed to make it to the end zone.
Had it not been tipped, I don't think the ball would have been caught. Actually, the tip actually kind of let the ball up a little bit, gave him time to get under it, and he makes the catch and makes a nice little move and gets down the field.
And a good job by Columbus. The Tigers had two defensive backs ran into each other a little bit. It knocked each other off, but good throw, good catch. So the Blue Devils get on the board.
Heavy miss now, guys. I'm looking up at the lights, and Tony, I know you brought a towel out there to keep that head blocked. Extra point attempt,
Yep.
So that's good. It'll keep it in perspective, 35-6.
So 3:51 left to go in the third. Let's take another 30-second break. Back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limcare of LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and I think I've just seen something I've never seen before is the Blue Devils break the huddle, and they all run at the ball, and they kind of miss it, bump it, get it down. It doesn't go 10 yards. And so looks like the Tigers the ball at the 40, the 47 of Columbus.
Yeah, the kick only went about 7 yards. The Blue Devils tried a little onside kick there, trying to catch the Tigers asleep, but they were ready for it.
The Tigers actually never got to touch the ball.
That's exactly right, and I guess they could have picked that up and ran it for a touchdown.
But it did go 10 yards, so that that's where the ball will be set. As Smith will go under center, roll to his right, and he'll throw an interception. Columbus is going to catch the ball on that far side, and we're going to bring him down. And, oh, my goodness gracious, as we pick him up and toss him down, Columbus guys are wanting to get onto the field. They're a little upset about that, but the coaches do a good job of keeping those guys from getting over there. But a little bit of frustration by the Tigers as first place of scrimmage we throw an interception.
I'm watching the replay here on our film, and just a little bit thrown behind him, and nice pursuit by Daryl Dunlap. He's able to take and kind of pick him up and throw him down, and call could have gone either way.
Well, actually, really not a dirty play, I don't think, guys. I mean, he was made a good job, picked him up, spun him around, and just planted him.
I think the only thing that kept that from being a penalty was the fact that he didn't throw him on his head.
Yeah.
Now if he throws him down on his head or on the back of his neck, then that's different. But I think the fact that he was able to pull off a little bit kept that from being a penalty. But a good play by the Blue Devil defense, as you said, Greg. The throw was a little bit behind the receiver, so a turnover here, and Columbus has the ball back.
So things going to get a little chippy here in the fourth quarter when it comes up. Still in the third, though, right now, as they're showing it on the board again. Watching it, and we hit him, pick him up, and just kind of spin him up in the air and then plant him into the ground.
I think one of the Tigers actually kind of interfered with him. It accidentally in his effort to make the tackle, and otherwise it did kind of break his fall. Otherwise it could have been a little dangerous there. And then I'm sure the coaching staff is going to advise our particular player not to probably not try to do that anymore. We'll save that for in about 2 months from now if you want to wrestle. That'd be legal in wrestling, right?
Well, and
takedown.
You're right. It could have went either way. I think either coach would have an argument either way. But fortunately, nobody got hurt, and
That's
no
right.
harm and no foul. So we're going to continue to play football.
First down and 10. Now for Columbus. Trips to the top side, Twins to the near side. We'll have number 15, Emmanuel Trammell, one-on-one with the outside man. And the play is whistled dead.
Looks like we've got an official timeout for something. Equipment problems on the other end of the field. No? Maybe the Tigers called a timeout.
Well, okay,
I guess so.
Okay, we did. So with 3:39, it's the longest end of a third quarter we've had all season long. Let's take another 30-second break. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
This moment, who has your back?
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls down the field. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter play. Tigers on defense right now. It's Columbus moving left to right. They've got trips to the top end. Twins to this near side. Single back in the backfield. The quarterback, he's going back to the pass, throw it across the middle. And it's going to be just short of his intended receiver. And guys, their passing attack's not too bad.
Not a bad play either by number 8, Devontae Swanson. We've called his name at least a couple times tonight for sure. But he had nice inside position on him. Was able to take that ball and swat it out of the receiver's hands.
I think your mist is now turning into a little bit of a rain now, Greg. And Tony, I know you got your Mickey Mouse outfit down there and putting on the hood and keeping the glare off the gold dome. I appreciate that.
Well, as follically challenged as I am, it's important for me to keep this head
You're one of the first ones to know if it's raining.
No doubt. We're
going to run a screen out to the far side. We almost pick it off. We're going to bring him down, though, after a nice little tackle there. Nice wrap up at the 28-yard line.
It looks like Kelsey McCutcheon, actually Emmanuel Trammell on that tackle. So good job by the Tigers. Good coverage on that. It was a little bubble screen, kind of an inside screen, and going nowhere. Really, third down. And Jack, as you said, that rain's turned to a little bit of blowing now. It's kind of blowing in our booth here.
Yeah, don't want to get the electronic equipment wet there, so we'll close it off just a little bit there.
Yeah, we've had enough technical difficulties as it is.
Yeah, we no more standing by. Third down and 12 now. Backing up the pass is the quarterback. Takes a shotgun snap, steps up in the pocket, still on his feet, and we're going to ride him down at the 30. So he doesn't even get back to the original first down marker. So it'll be fourth down and 11.
I think I'm getting a text from Eagle 1 saying, yes, Jack, make sure you keep that equipment safe.
We'll make sure that they stay happy as well. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. Guys, has this been the longest quarter?
I really thought it was halfway into the fourth quarter by now, but wow, has it been long.
They're definitely not winding the clock.
The Tigers have already taken 2 timeouts in this third quarter. They're only down to 1 timeout left for the remainder of the ball game.
And what time does Buffalo Wild Wings close here in Columbus? 2:13 left to go.
Tony was a little upset earlier in the third quarter where we were up 35-0, and all of a sudden they score touchdowns. Like, doggone it.
Tigers showing blitz. Quarterback going back up the pass. He's got to move. He's going to throw it across the middle of the field, and it's going to be complete, and he gets behind our coverage, and he's going to go in for a touchdown down to the 10, 5, and right into the end zone. And look at Columbus.
We got a late flag, guys, back here about the 40-yard line. So let's see what the official calls here.
And
I'll be interested to see what this call is, guys.
I did see one of their wideouts, Tony, kind of stumble and fall, and I don't know if it's because he was blocked and pushed away or if he tried to block one of the Tigers in the back.
Well, there was a whole lot of movement and a lot of pushing around down there. If it's against, if it's going to go against the Tigers, I don't think that they're going to take it because I think they're going to want the touchdown. Looking for the man in the white hat to look this way and give us some information.
Well, the Blue Devils certainly aren't rejoicing now. Seemingly, they may know what happened.
All right, so it is going to be a block of the back against the offense, so they'll back them up. So that touchdown does not count, so it'll be fourth down now for the Blue Devils again.
Well, it's from the spot of the foul, so they had already achieved the first down. So it was the flag was thrown on the 30-yard line of the Tigers. It'll be backed up to the 40-yard line of the Tigers. Still should be first down inside Tiger territory. So new life for the Tigers. I know they're kind of going. They didn't really want Columbus to score, but surely they don't now.
So first down for Columbus. Go ahead, Greg.
Well, the sad thing about that play was the block in the back happened about 25 yards behind the play. It happened out near the 35, 40-yard line, and the Columbus Blue Devil receiver was basically inside the 5. So, again, that's a tough call for Columbus, but, a break for the Tigers.
They're going to call a timeout of the field. Let's take a 30-second back to the station as well. Listen to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to sell your real Result agents, they want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX Result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now,
welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're having a discussion here in the booth about the appropriateness of throwing a flag 25 yards behind the play.
Well, this is like the Senate and in the House. We're debating on whether to unlock the shutdown or not. And you can argue, and rightfully so, Tony. I would agree with you. You had made the comment off the air that I might get a little rowdy with the umpire. I mean, you're down 4 touchdowns, and of course it is. If it was late in the ball game, it'd be one thing. I guess still in the third quarter, I guess maybe he's obliged to call that play. But
and again, wow. I don't know the protocol for that. Yeah. If it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
But I think you have to use maybe a little common sense there. Play behind you, 25, 30 yards behind you.
Back to the pistol set for Columbus. They're going to ride their tailback in, and a unique play call there is he's going to lose a couple of yards. 2nd down and 12. They've been so effective from the air, and maybe it's because the rain has come in that they've gone back to the ground and nothing there.
That's a good observation, Jack. That mist is really evolved into heavy rain. Not heavy rain, but certainly a rain that has smeared our windows, and it's going to be hard for us to see outside. But it's amazing how that rain will take the passing attack away for some teams. Now, some teams not so much.
Back to the pistol set again. The quarterback, number 6, Derek James. We'll go back to that set. He'll back up to pass. Got one man beside him. Tigers are watching for him to throw, and he's going to step up to run the ball. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and nothing doing after that.
Nice backside pursuit by Darrell Dunlap. He kind of sits back in his linebacking position and waits and in his zone coverage like he should be. And the quarterback breaks off tries to go over toward the Tigers sidelines, and Darrell says, "Nope, you're not going to do it." Good pursuit by the Tigers, and no gain really. 3rd down and 10.
30 seconds left to go in the third.
Tony, I know you see both sidelines down there keeping their balls covered up with what do you call it?
Well, the rain has picked up a little bit, Greg. So it'll be important for the guys to make sure that they have a football that's dry.
Showing blitz, quarterback going to roll out, throw it downfield, and looks like we'll get him down before that. The ball may become loose right there at the end of the play, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter no matter what. So 35-6 is your score right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
And we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Kia. Hi friends, Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. I'd like you to come by and check out the all-new redesigned Kia Rio. The Rio is not only fuel efficient, but it's comfortable and safe as well. The 13 Rio starts as low as $12,900. It's backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Right now, you can drive the Rio for only $159 a month on a 36-month lease. The Rio is available in either a 4-door sedan or a sporty 5-door hatchback. See the Rio and all our inventory online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Leases with $1,999 due at signing.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We got the actually, I guess they're going to put fresh 12 minutes on the clock in just a second. It's 35-6. We're going into the fourth quarter play.
Jack, why don't you and Greg come on down and join me on the field now?
I'm going to stay up here in the friendly confines of this booth as it's not blowing in quite as much. I can open the window a little bit more. And
you guys aren't having any trouble seeing me, are you? With Mickey Mouse, yellow Disney poncho on.
Actually, you blend in really nicely with the Troup cheerleaders.
Thank you very much.
But they have Tigers.
I'm sure they're not happy about that, but I'll take the compliment.
Please don't go over there and cheer with them. That's just all I ask.
All right, yeah.
So now they've flipped around, and Columbus will now be moving from right to left as you look at your radio. Actually, it'll be Tiger ball because that was a 4th down, I guess. So Will Smith will have the ball at the 45-yard line. He's under center, split back to the backfield. Hands the ball off, and we're gone. It's Darrell Dunlap to the 30, 20, 10, 5. We're done right here. Put it into the end zone. That's 6 for the Tigers. Touchdown, Tigers.
Right behind big Mitch Mathis, 55 yards and anteloping down the field, as I said earlier.
Sometimes you just don't even know what to say, do you?
You know, you kind of leaves you speechless sometimes. But you know, guys, you talked about when the Tigers want big yardage or they look for big plays, they go to their right behind Mitch Mathis. And that time, Mitch did a good job of opening the hole over there. And
watching a replay here on Eagle Radio.
Wow.
Just a great hole.
Yeah, the tight end and the tackle and on that side sealed everything on the inside, and Dunlap went 55 yards for a touchdown.
Young's going to try for the regular good old-fashioned 1-point extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up. And that kick is good. We tack another one on 42-6. Your score with 11:51 left to go in this fourth quarter play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 42-6 your score with 11:51 left to go in this ball game.
You know, we were talking at break how Coach Kendall's been so proud of Michael Young and the effort that he's made and the progress he's made all year. And he short kicks it, looking a little dead zone. A fair catch is called for by number 80, and he'll take it. And the Columbus will take over 1st and 10 at the 41. And, you know, there's a little quiet zone over in the corner. A lot of teams are starting to try to go to, and I think that's what Michael Young was trying to do that time for the Tigers.
Well, that's a good heads-up play, Jack, by number 80 right
nice
there. Will
fair
Lowry
catch call.
A fair catch. Didn't panic. Did what he's supposed to do, and then sets up Columbus with good field position again.
Well, he's got an 8 on his number, so he's supposed to be able to have some hands and be able to bring it down. But, yeah, you're right, Greg. We've seen not a whole lot of deep kicks, not a lot of kids with big feet this year. We've seen a lot of the squib kicks or just trying to kick it over the corner around the 30-yard line. But Columbus will have the ball right now at 42. And they're going to go with a two-back set. They'll be to the right and behind the quarterback. James will take the snap, and he'll look. They'll run a little counter inside. And, oh, my goodness, as he is just knocked down. Great job by the Tigers right there to bring that one in quickly.
That's big Dikembe Billingsley and number 52 there for
Wellington Callaway.
The Tigers. Wellington Callaway playing a little defense on this series.
Well, you know, you could tell that the Tiger coaching staff is really looking for these guys to get a lot of experience, get ready for this playoff run that they're hoping to make by making sure that this game keeps moving as the rain has stopped now here at the stadium, and the skies have lightened up a little bit, maybe a light mist as they're going to run a toss sweep to the right side. Some of the Tigers have been very successful. Now he's going to reverse his field. Comes back around the 40. Nice open field tackle as we get across he gets up to the 47. Short of the first down, brings up a third down.
For those that are listening to us now, don't forget you can go to eagle1023.com and click on the Ustream. I was educating my wife, and Tony's talking about my smartphone. I'm not too smart when it comes to that kind of stuff, but Coleman did teach me early in the year. Download your Ustream app or go to eagle1023.com, click on watch or listen live, and you can watch the game live as we're videoing it now and listen to us on the radio and go from there. So, good job. I understand Long Cane is currently winning 12-8 as well at Callaway Stadium.
Hands off to the right side of the line. And again, guys, the Columbus handing off to Brandon Palmer there. They've gone away from the passing game again.
Well, you know, I wonder if the coach of Columbus is trying to keep the clock moving, trying to get his kids to execute and try to get some first downs and maybe not have to turn the ball back over to the Tigers because it's obvious his team is exhausted. They've been on the field a long time, so maybe this is a way to protect his team against more scores by the Tigers tonight.
You know, Tony, I know you cool down on that field, but I've always been envious of Jack when we come down here to Connect Stadium, and because he always gets the side of the window that opens, and I have to sit on the hot side, and it kind of makes me want to be down on the field with you.
Well, he is the voice of the Tigers, so he gets to pick his seat, I guess.
You sound like the old big double that the McDonald's had the cool side and the hot side. Like that's the problem. But, I got in here first for that very reason so I could have this seat. So I'm going to sit in at 9:35 left to go. The clock stops, so they're not running it here in the fourth quarter.
Sorry, kind of like a good Baptist church. You got your seat, haven't you, buddy?
Yes, I do. I know where I sit. I hadn't seen you in your seat for a while there. I was wondering about that.
Down at Perry, Georgia. This past, we've been doing a lot of 4-H stuff, and Scott was doing the Cotton Bowl.
Notice he had that answer really quick, ready to go there, Tony.
But, also Colby D. Wow, you guys need to go to YouTube and sign on to Colby D. She's a hot new singer coming up. Went to Collins Hills. Got some friends here in Troup County, and kind of made a connection. Go to Mud Creek's Facebook page. You'll see also a picture of her as well.
Dexter Shealy hands the ball off to Dre Towns, who wants a touchdown now. He hasn't scored one. He's across the 40 to the 35-yard line, dragging players behind him. He'll get across the 35. That'll be a first down for the Tigers.
You said that he wanted that touchdown so bad. He was dragging 4 or 5 players. Did get his first down, though, so that'll move the chains inside Columbus's 35-yard line to basically the 34.5. As the clock is stopped at 9 minutes and 12 seconds. It should be running only for first down and timeouts, or stopped only for timeouts and first downs.
Got some younger guys coming out on the field. Number 10, Nathan Wilburn, in at the slot receiver. As we're going to hand the ball off into the backfield, across the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Goes our back.
Nathan Wilbon, number 7, was leading the way. The quarterback, Desmond Shealy, actually followed his block up there and picked up about 8 yards. And looks like we had a little extracurricular activity from the Columbus Blue Devils. No flags, so the clock will continue to run at 8:40 and counting.
Will Spradlin will be split out wide to this near side. Shealy takes the ball, follows behind his tailback, get across the 25-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down.
Actually, he'll pick up his first down, Jack, and some to spare, and the clock will stop at 8:31 left in this ball game. If you've just joined us, kind of a sloppy first half a little bit, really the first quarter and a half, and then it kind of took off. Now the Tigers are leading 42-6 as the clock is running in this fourth quarter.
Miss Bonner will be in the backfield along with Dre Towns, Dexter Shealy in at quarterback. And guys, I really like how Coach kept Will Smith in the whole ball game right here till the end. Now giving Shealy some time to get a touchdown and lead this offense. He runs the option down the sidelines. Miss Bonner is going to go across the left, down inside the 20. Fights his way all the way down to the 15-yard line. And I tell you what, Bess has done a great job tonight, too.
Well, I was going to say, guys, Tony, you're seeing it firsthand. But I like the way these guys at Mess, of course, he's been in there. But some of these guys are really getting to touch the ball for the first time, and they're giving you some fight, aren't they?
Guys, when you talk about Bonner, number 25, he has a really quick first step. He's really quick to the hole, and he's got good feet, and he does a good job from that tailback position.
Shealy with split backs behind him. Goes under center, checks his line, takes a step, running the option down the line, hands it off to his tailback in Towns. Towns stumbles a little bit, but will pick the first down across inside the 10. First and goal there from the 9.
Yeah, I was just hollering at Tony down there. Look at the balance that Trey Towns has. He's got people hanging on him, and he's got that left hand on the ground. He just didn't want to go down, guys.
Tell you what, right now, Shealy trying to decide, do I hand the ball off to Towns so he can score, or do I keep it and follow behind him in this hole and see if I can score? Let's see what they decide. It's going to be Towns with the ball. He'll get another yard. They'll bring it down to the 6-yard line. Second down and goal from the 6.
I was kind of keying on Wellington Callaway, 52. He had just taken his man and just driven him on back. And, I think Desmond Shealy would like to score, but he's probably been told by upperclassman Dre Towns, man, I want to score first.
Wait your turn, I think is
right.
Your time will come, I believe.
Yeah, Dexter is a sophomore. We're going to go sweep around the left side. Towns keeps the ball, fights inside. Does he get there? It's going to be a flag on the play as he's down on the 1, it looks like.
Yeah, and the hole indicated by the side judge, and so that'll back the Tigers up. Spot of the foul is going to be somewhere around the 6, so that'll put them back at the 16.
Still second down, though.
It'll be still second down. And you're right, Tony. He did toss that ball to Dre, and Dre saw a hole there, and he kind of hesitated for a minute, but then he cut up inside, and he got it all the way down to the 1-yard line. So sometimes it's better to kind of move back to about the 16 where you can kind of get a better feel for it.
Gives you more room to run your offense.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That glass is half full, guys, I tell you. We're going to roll the tight end over to this near side. It's going to be Spradlin and number 10, Nathan Wilborn in the slot. Shealy will go into center. Runs the option down the field. Go keep it running up behind his tailback. Keeps his feet. To the 5. In for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers.
Look at Desmond Shealy. First touchdown of the season, to my knowledge. He's off the right side and bounces and finally takes it in. Dexter Shealy in for the score. 16 yards out. Tigers up. One more score, 48-6.
So Dexter will go in with 6:37 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. We'll wait and see at the point after touchdown. They're going to kind of swing the gate, bringing the guys back to the line. It's going to be Will Smith holding. Young will be set to attempt the PAT. Waiting for the snap of the ball. Snap, low snap, hold, kick is up, and hey, that looked really good, guys.
Wow.
Nice great job by Will Smith on a low snap to get the ball up and onto the tee. And Michael Smith, number 29, Coach Kendall's going to really have to be excited about what he's seen from him tonight.
Absolutely.
Young doing a good job. Let's take 30 seconds, actually 60 seconds back to the station. 48-6 is your score. You're listening to Tiger Football. 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
Whether it's a car accident or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today.
CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Tigers will kick the ball off down the field, taken at the 15-yard line by Columbus, up to the 20-30, crossing at the 35, spins. After he's hit to the 40, now still on his feet at the 50, finally taken down there by the kicker, Young.
And guys, let me correct myself before Mr. and Ms. Young call me and correct me. That was Michael Young doing the kicking on the extra point, the kickoff, and he also made a tackle then. So my apologies to the Young family. I'll get it right. Michael Young.
He gets in the stat book a couple of different ways there, both with 3 extra points on the ball game.
Guys, I've been meaning to ask you, number 93 on the defensive line for the Tigers has done a good job tonight. We've called his number, but I don't remember the name or the number of 93. What's his name?
O.J. Ziegler.
Okay. He's done a good job. He's a big space eater in there.
They're going to hand the ball off to their tailback, who's going to try to reverse his field, but the running game is just not Columbus's forte. As their 2 touchdowns, the touchdown was called back, but their touchdown has been on long pass plays. And really, if I'm looking up at 49-6, I'm airing it out every chance I get the ball.
I would too. Hey, give credit to number 53, left defensive end, Cody Abbott. He actually came in that time, and he and Devin Power just powered their way, no pun intended, into the backfield for a 5-yard loss, actually, 2nd and 15 for the Blue Devils.
The quarterback, James, for the Blue Devils, has trips to his right to take the snap, back up to pass, and that's going to be whistled dead. It's going to have some movement in the line against Columbus.
That's right, Jack, the wide receiver out here. Got a little early start on the snap count there, and he got caught. They'll be penalized 5 yards.
You know, right now the bands are kind of having a little competition. Is on the far side, the Tiger Marching Band is playing and doing some music, and on this side, the Columbus Blue Devil Band is trying to match them, and I think the Tigers, from my perspective, Tony, it looks like they're really doing a good job.
Well, they're having a good time. We mentioned at halftime what a great job they're doing tonight and all year, and a big reason the Tigers are enjoying this Friday night down in Columbus.
Snap to the quarterback, James. James going to step up in the pocket. Look, air it out downfield. They're behind our defense again, but it's going to be short because he's hit as soon as he releases the ball.
Good coverage by the Tigers. Also good pressure by Cody Abbott once more. And Michael Hunter Mowers, actually, and Justice Marable, number 19, was able to put pressure on him. You know, and you talk about all our technological problems tonight, but, man, with all the bands playing, you can hardly hear the bands coming through Tony's mic down there. So good technology.
Well, he's having to keep it covered.
In.
He's having to keep it covered down there so that it doesn't get wet in some of this mist we've had. The mist is kind of returned. It's not coming down sideways now, but it is kind of still keeping everybody damp out there. There's a snap. Quarterback James looks downfield. Not quite the rush. It's going to air it out to the right side. His man's going to fall down, and they're going to throw a flag on that.
Really?
Oh, man, he fell down at the 35-yard line. Fell down, wasn't pushed down. And looks like there's going to be a late flag on that, and they'll call it against the Tigers, I believe.
Actually, he's looking over here to the Columbus's head coach and asking him, is that okay? Does that make us even now?
You know, guys, I think one of the criteria is the pass has to be catchable, and I understand, but that looked more like maybe some feet getting tangled up between the offensive and defensive players, but the officials saw it differently and threw the flag, so that's going to give Columbus High School a first down on the Tiger 45.
Well, unless it's an automatic first down, it's actually still going to be third down.
That's right, you're right.
It's because we had him so deep from an earlier tackle, so the ball rested at the 45-yard line. Be third down and 5 from there. 5:24 left to go. 49-6 is your score. Tigers leading this one.
My bad, Jack. I've been watching the pros too much. That's a spot foul in the pros, so.
Trips to the near side, twins to the top side. So unless he puts a man in motion, they won't be running this one. Quarterback James will take it, step up in the pocket, goes to his left. Still got a man on him. Oh, my goodness. They threw it to number 28 of Columbus. That's going to be Ivan Rome. He's got a couple of balls already in this ball game. He's going to drop it just as it hits him at the chest.
Wow, you guys watching Ustream, key on right defensive end Justice Marable. Wow, did he not only beat his man, he did a good technique, swooped that left arm up underneath the blocking arm of that left offensive tackle, and was able to almost really was putting a hand on the quarterback as he was throwing the football. So, hey, that may have had a little bit of a reason that guy missed that ball too. But, wow, I really like the play. I always have liked the play of Justice Marable. He gives you 100% every time he's on the field.
I know his mom, Tammy, real well. She's a great lady. 5:18 left to go in this ball game. 49-6 is your score. James, again, the lone back in the backfield, takes it, backs up to pass. 3-man rush by the Tigers. He looks, he's going to air it out downfield. Again, they get behind our coverage. And I tell you what, guys, that's as we look at the film and on down the line, that's going to be something that's troubling. And so we said number 21, Dale Williams, get behind the coverage on at least 5 plays in this ball game.
Well, we do have a young core of corners and free safeties back there. But that's one good thing is that if you're going to get burned, hopefully you don't get beat and burned. You just get burned, and the coaches will bring them back in and say, guys, what technique did you get caught flat-footed? You can't let them come by you running full speed. You really got to pay attention to that route guy.
Guys, that's been a synopsis of the Columbus night tonight. The quarterback gets loose on the corner, hits the receiver right in the chest, and he drops it. They get an open receiver and overthrow him. So it's been a long night for Columbus. But again, the pressure from the Tigers has caused a lot of that.
Dexter Shealy will hand the ball to Trey Towns, who's going off the left side. Makes a man miss. He could go up. My goodness, he's upset. He got down to the 35-yard line. Got a little problem with one of his guys stalk blocking downfield. Couldn't get by him. But he's wanting to get into the end zone. He can smell it. 5:01 left to go.
He's told the coach, give me the ball every time. I want to score. He said, Dexter got his chance to score last time. That should have been mine. So let's make sure I get a chance this time. Clock continues to run. 5 minutes and 1 second.
Well, now that runs.
Now they're setting the ball inside the 35-yard line of Columbus.
Back down the line of scrimmage. And the ball's going to go to Towns again, who gets to the 30, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Clock continues to tick. 2nd down and 5.
Will Spradlin out here on the wideout position doing a good job maintaining his block with number 28, the corner. Number 28's the one that almost caught that little stab pass a while ago and hit his shoulder pads. It actually hit him in the gut, Tony. It looked like he just fell out. And he's probably still thinking about that. And if I was Will, I'd go back in there and say, look, man, he's still depressed. Throw me the ball. He's just pouting out here.
Shealy going to keep the ball, going to the left side. And a late flag comes in. In the backfield was number 80, Chad Magdalena.
That may be a face mask. That was actually a broken play as Shealy was looking for somebody to hand off to, and no one was there.
Magdalena released to the outside. I think he was supposed to come off tackle right there, and because he was looking like he was expecting to get the ball but didn't.
Tony, you're standing there beside Cy Wood, newspaper editor for the Valley Times News. What did you see?
Well, it looked like not sure if the quarterback turned the wrong way. You had one of the backs moving to the right, the quarterback moved to the left, so somebody missed a signal on that one.
Incidental face mask called against Columbus. They'll give them only 5 yards, but that'll be enough for the Tiger first down at the 20-yard line. Magdalena stays in the backfield with Towns. Shealy going to run just right up the field. And, guys, I think that may have been a busted play as well. That didn't seem to develop quite like it should.
looks like he kind of mishandled the snap, kind of reached up and kind of bobbled the ball and was able to grab it and just follow Newton.
Well, excuse me, Greg. You guys are going to earn your money tonight. They got a lot of new numbers in, a lot of young players, second and thirds on that offensive line, and new quarterback, a couple of new backs. So a little problem with the snap count there, but good opportunity for these guys to get some meaningful reps.
Number 50, Matt Moore, in the ball game right now, along with number 85, Ramon Leslie, a ninth grader, coming in at the tight end on the right side. Magdalena stays in the backfield. Shealy will go under center, takes the snap, goes down the right side, hands the ball to Towns. And again, that line, boy, you can really tell when things are a little bit different because they just stack us up big time at the line of scrimmage across the 20.
I feel a reverse, a little counter option with Towns in order to get him outside, trying to run him off tackle, off guard, isolation play, and just he's being real patient. Tony, you see, he's kind of got his hand beside him.
Well, I think Devontae Swanson is screaming from the far side, tall sweep, tall sweep.
There you go.
But that's not what we do. We're going to run into the line again. So we're at fourth down at the 15-yard line.
This will be a good opportunity if with fourth down, ball's resting on the, as you said, Jack, the 15-yard line. And the Tigers with one timeout left. Do you want to consider sending Michael Young in to attempt a field goal just to see? But doesn't look like Coach Kendall's making that move.
No, they don't want to. Magdalene will be split out wide to the left side. We'll have 14, Lindsay, in at the slot position. Number 12, Will Spradlin, wide to this near side. And Shealy's going to hand the ball off to Towns. Towns, high stepping across the 10. Down gets to the 15. So a first down now for the Tigers. First and goal with 2:17 left to go. And boy, Trey Towns wants a touchdown really, really bad.
I was just thinking, man, you just like the way he fights. It doesn't matter who's in there. He's keeping those legs churning back. He wanted to back in the end zone if he could, Tony. And I got a sneaky feeling that he may get that ball one more touch tonight.
Well, you wonder if the Tigers will take a knee and run out the clock or continue to try to.
Toss sweep to Towns, going around the right side, trying to get to the corner. They're going to get him in the backfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Still 2 minutes left as the clock will continue to run, even though he did run out of bounds. Nice quick score update tonight. Yep, there are other the other school football action tonight as Long Cane Middle School won their home game at Callaway Stadium tonight. Got a nice text from my wife there who's watching the ball game, and my son is watching it. Unfortunately, he's in a cast with him, broke his leg early on in the season. His first attempt at playing football was kind of enjoying it. He's already looking forward to coming to the Tigers next year as he'll be in the 9th grade and looking forward to playing high school football.
Was he rumbling, stumbling, bumbling down the field?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope he's not only rumbling and stumbling, but he's putting the pads on somebody from a linebacker position.
As my daddy used to say, everybody, most you folks know my dad was Ike Walls. He called me a triple threat, trip, stumble, and fall. So,
I like that.
Hand off on the right side for the Tigers into the 15-yard line. Ball may have come loose there. Let's see what the indication is. Nope, they're going to call it Tiger ball.
It's a jump ball, as a referee indicates.
Second down.
See him held up both hands.
Second down and goal from the 15.
Clock continues to run. 1:20 left. Tigers leading 49-6.
I think Shealy could fake it inside, take 2 steps, and hit the tight end dump right here.
Well, if they do that, we'll probably have a fight, Jack, be quite honest with you.
You're right. You're right. The fans are already mad that Drake Towns is still running the football, huh?
Yeah. New quarterback in for the Tigers. Is that still Shealy in?
That's still Shealy.
Is it? Okay.
He just hadn't gone down, so his jersey's pretty. Toss sweep around the left side. Towns going to get to the corner. 15, down to the 10, fights his way down to the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, you know, give credit to Columbus. We're talking about first teamers staying in. Number 7 is number 7 for Columbus is still in there. Jalen Trice, he's still chasing number 7, Dre Towns.
And we've called his number all night long. He's had a big game for the Blue Devils, and
he's a gamer.
Yes, he is.
Balls for the Tigers, resting smack dab on the 5-yard line. There's 25 seconds to go in this contest. And Trey Towns to see if he can get a touchdown.
Shealy going to run right up the middle and get about 1.5 yards. That may be the last play there. 15 seconds left, and no indication of anyone trying to stop the clock.
Nice job by Coach Kendall and his staff right there. They realized they could have probably scored again, but, again, you respect the game, you respect your opponent, and we've all been on both sides of this one. So kudos to Coach Kendall and his staff. Big win for the Tigers.
It sure is. So 49-6 is your final right here from Cadet Stadium. We'll step away, take another listen to some of our fine sponsors, and we come back. We'll summarize this ball game for you. But it is a big win for the Tigers, 49-6 on our road to the playoffs. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents.